Alright, we should be live now, I hope. Why is my screen black? Come on, where are you? It says excellent connection. Why is my screen black? Doesn't sound like excellent connection if the screen's black. Okay, there we go. I just had to refresh. Alright. Oh, and it didn't take away my pop-out chat? That's weird. How do I have two? How do I have two chats? Alright. I guess we'll fucking get a second chat. Lord knows I need two. For some reason. Alright. Okay, move that. Alright. Okay, I'm good. We are set up. When is our first tour show? How much simulating do I gotta do? The 20th. So we got some. That's a I didn't need the quad squad in any angles. That's a bit of a shame. That I think they use a good angle finish, but whatever. This Megumi one, I doubt I'll be able to use it. I only have one more tour show to use it, and I got her in kind of a high profile thing. She just finished a time limit draw with Fuyuko Higa. So yeah, she's in a pretty high profile feud, so I don't know if I'll be able to use the extremely risky finish confidently. Do I have anything pre-booked? I actually can't remember. No, I do not. Nothing pre-booked, anything from the last show. Okay. Alright. Alright, yeah. Alright. It's March now. I should check if the Harayama Dojo has any new graduates. No, I think we gotta wait a week. Can we affiliate? No, I tried. I really tried. Who want me? Nobody. That's what's going on with the Harayama Dojo. Who want me? Nobody. So yeah, let's just sim. I will start thinking. I have that match booked just to get her on the card, but I don't know how to prompt it. Again, while I'm simming, I will be thinking out loud. I said again, I didn't explain it on this stream, but I explain it on, I feel like, every stream I have. So if you just hear me talking out loud, very vaguely about shit that you can't see, that's just me thinking out loud. Alright, yeah, 15 days. Alright. So yeah, I have that match booked just to get her on the card, but I don't actually have a reasoning for it. Let's see. I'm gonna have to look at tournaments real quick. Why is this active? Oh, weird. Yeah, I guess I can end it, sure. I mean, I don't need it active. Okay. Truthfully speaking, I'm not entirely sure how to book that. I think I got an idea. I think I do. Jerry Dale What's up, buddy? How are you doing? Doing pretty bad. You're not very good. Cecil Speed. Okay, that's a name. Yeah, you got a name for sure, bud. That's not a name. Jason Ish. Jason Ish. He's sort of Jason. He's Jason Ish. God, they signed a bunch of people. Jamie Capes. No. Ray Kowalski. You do not look like a Kowalski, bud. Kowalskis are supposed to be like bald, fucking grizzled people. Michael Sanders, you actually look just like a Michael Sanders. Oh my god, oh wow. Alright. Tim Ellis. You're the opposite of Michael Sanders. There's Coast to Coast, look at that. We didn't run that Coast to Coast. Alright. I really hope, I mean, I'm streaming slightly earlier than I usually do. So hopefully no fireworks go off during the stream, because I already have a hard time thinking, so hearing fireworks in the background would only confuse me. They would only make it harder for me to think. Oh, thank you for moving nearby, Connie Morris. I hate to break it to you, but you are not gonna be around much longer. You might make it past 2023. I don't know about... Oh, TV title. I don't know if you'll make it to that far into 2024, though. Connie Morris, I like ya. I'm probably gonna put you with Kinye, who you have good chemistry with, but I don't know. I don't know how much longer you got. Ugh. I am exhausted today. Not entirely sure why. I'm just kind of exhausted. Tyson Bane and Brett Biggins. Okay, okay. Hey, who are you, bud? You graduated last year and you already can't find work? Give it up, dude. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Okay, that one could be fun. I got Lady Lotus doing stuff. We're gonna try to do what we can with Miss Lady Lotus. It's gonna be an uphill battle with her because she was out for so long from so early that she's really far behind the rest of the pack. But we're gonna do what we can with Miss Lady Lotus. Try to bring her up. Try to bring her up. I don't exactly have the best track record with pushing. She's essentially a new person on the roster. She's about as over as Chitose, so you know, I don't exactly have the best track record with pushing new names on the roster, but Lady Lotus might be different than everyone else. She might be better, but I don't. Maybe her injury will hold her back a lot. It was a pretty nasty injury. Campeones did all right. All right, nothing's going on. Did they graduate yet? Nope. No. We're waiting for the Hadoyama Dojo. Waiting on them. Christina. What are you? Are you a valet? You are a valet. Spanish valet. Look at that. No booking skill at all. Absolutely none. Come on. Let's go. Oh, wow. Wrestle Festival 6 happened. Oh, 8 fucking 90. Jesus H. Yeah. Ooh. Aaron Knight and George Wolf in a cell match. Jeez Louise. Oh, Christ. Here we go. PN Kayfabe? Is he a new gen? That's a new gen name? That's a crazy new gen name. DSPW has an agreement? Well, alright. Whatever. Jesus, so much happened. This guy's back from excursion. I doubt he learned much. I don't think he did anything. Yeah, he didn't do shit on excursion. He is not better in the slightest. He's improved like a little bit. I don't know. That's exactly why I don't like excursions, because you're just kind of at the mercy of if they get booked or not. Who the hell is this guy? Diamond Furusawa? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. You wish you were, Mabuchi Furusawa. I forgot his name for a second. I forgot one of my most iconic characters' names for a second. You wish. You wish. Alright. 7 days. Did that say? No, that's Lucy Stone McFly. I don't know why Lucy Stone McFly I thought would be coming out of the Haruyama Dojo. Oh, here we go. Here we go. They graduated. Who do we got? We got 2 more. Ayano Kadoaka. Ayano Kadoaka. She's not bad. She's not bad. Nozomi Sumimasa. Sumimasa. She's not bad either. Guys, do we bring them in? I feel like we give them the Young Lion treatment. If we bring them in, they'll fill in the spots of Kiyomi and Sayuri. They're not bad, and their renders kind of look like 2 compatible people, if that makes any sense. The only thing is, I don't... It's 2 years till we can use them, and also, in 2 years, the roster might even be bigger. I'll shortlist them. I will shortlist them. I will shortlist them. I'll check in on them periodically. Maybe within a few months, I'll decide to bring them in. I don't think we need them for this tour show. For this tour, though. Alien Armada is no longer has Karg the Insidious. Oh man, Karg the Insidious. Oh no, he got kicked out. Thank you YouTube for emailing me that I have gone live. I appreciate it. I wasn't aware. Good to know. Lightning Lomas. Oh shit. Who wants money? Fuck. Huh? What the fuck? As the situation has changed in the meantime, Yuma Maruya has withdrawn a pay rise request. I'm sorry? What does that mean? She decided against it? Why? Okay, sure. Don't fucking... I won't beg you to get paid more. That was weird. I've never seen that before. It's got me a little worried why she withdrew her pay rise for no reason. I thought I clicked something wrong, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck did I just click? No, alright, that's cool, I guess. Alright. Alright, more booking issues in TCW. When the fuck aren't there? Just a bunch of shit I don't need to know. 5 more days. I feel like the sim is gone pretty slowly. It might be on me. That might be on me. I'll talk about it in a second. I will. I mean, we got time. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Hold up. Pause that. Nikki Champion might be leaving. I mean, I wish I could negotiate just to see if he's got other deals. Jerry Eisen single? I don't believe that. I really don't believe that. No shot. He'll find a way. He'll find a way. Rebel de Loco. Nice. Cool. I wish fucking Chargers lasted longer than 4 months before they start getting all finicky. Alright, what the fuck? Oh, right, St. Patrick's Day. Jesus. What a weird... It's kind of nice, but it caught me off guard. Oh, uh-oh. Valhalla foils mugging? Local sources have confirmed that Ciale Valhalla made a heroic intervention last night, stepping in after spotting 2 knife-wielding scumbags trying to mug an old lady on a side street. Police reports have confirmed that the officers had no trouble apprehending the criminals, primarily because one of them was curled up in a ball whimpering, and the other, quote, had been inserted headfirst into a nearby trash can. What the fuck? Hell yeah. Whoa. Is that a narrative or a random event? What the fuck? What day? It's Friday, March 17th? It might be a random event. I don't know. I haven't spoiled myself on the narratives in this game yet, so if that's a random event, that's kind of cool. If not, that's still fucking fun. I like the lore that Ciale Valhalla will just kick everybody's ass. Because I think one of the default narratives was him, was someone broke into his house and fucking he beat the shit out of him. Or that might have been Bash Street. It might have been Bash Street. So both members of the tag team might have their own story. Oh, I keep hiccuping. I'm sorry. Let me see. I'll remember it by the. And it wasn't Bash Street. It might have been Ciale. I can only vaguely remember the default narrative. I think it was Ciale. So There's a good chance that that wasn't a random event, but I also don't know. Here, Loki, I'm gonna take a detour and look in the database to check if that is a narrative or not. Oh, it is planted, but still. But fucking still, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's crazy. He has 2 different stories of him just being a fucking... He's literally Great Okan. I'll guarantee you that's what happened. Adam Ryland discovered what Great Okan did in his free time, helping people, and he's like, let's do that. That's funny. Ooh. Alright. Oh, hold up. Let me answer that. Alright. New storyline. TCW booking heat. Alton Vicious and Tommy Cornell. Yeah. ACPW's rising fast. Alright, one more day. One more day. Alright. Farewell from Brandon Idol is retiring from the business. What a shame. Doug, oh my god, Desai Show? I feel like they signed him a good bit, and it's like, why? Why? Doug Peak, 43-year-old Doug Peak, you can't find anybody better. Zophia's relocated. Asami's a regular wrestler. Alright. Yeah. Alright, cool. Look, before I get into the actual recording bits, I just want to take a moment and just let you guys know. First off, I wasn't sure if I'd share this, because I don't really know why it's happening, but, I wasn't able to stream yesterday because for the past couple days straight, I've been having, it feels like almost 24-hour panic attacks. Like, even right now, it comes in waves, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. I'm panicking. I'll see something and I'll panic. I don't get it. So if I seem exhausted or tired or confused or anything during this episode, I'm sorry. I'm trying to power through it. Maybe if just by focusing on something, I stop freaking out. I really don't get it. I don't get why it's happening. So yeah, I just wanted, because I came on, I'm like, I'm not gonna bother telling why I actually couldn't stream yesterday. I'm no better today than I was yesterday, but I thought I might be. So just like I said, if I come off awkward or anything, I don't entirely get it. I've never experienced panic attacks to this extent before. It feels like all day. So again, if I just seem off, that's why. I'm trying to power through it because I want to play the TEW. I can't really focus on anything right now. So yeah, I'm going for it. So it's gonna be a weird day. Hopefully by the end of the week or maybe next week I'll be fine. I don't know. If this keeps happening, I might genuinely need to go see a doctor to give me some anti-anxiety meds. I don't know why this is happening. So sorry for, I don't know why I shared that. Let's just get into the recording bits for this episode. Hopefully I can fake through that. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another edition of 5SSW with American Influence. We are here on our final tour before the biggest tour of the year, JoshiMania. Before JoshiMania, we got to get to Queendom Parade. It's going to be our standard 6-day tour plus pay-per-view. I don't actually have anything pre-booked from the last pay-per-view, but we do have some storylines going through. You know, Megumi and Fuyuko Higa went to a time limit draw, which kind of shocked a lot of people. But of course, the biggest thing that happened at the end of the last pay-per-view was Shiori Japensha laying the law down with team subs Atsuko Ariyoshi and Chieko Kita, the current 5SSW Tag Team Champions. Shiori was unsuccessful in her attempt to defeat Miwako for the World Championship, and really took it out on Team Sub, removed them from the group, but the way she explained why she was forcefully removing Team Sub from the Best Ever unit was because she was not happy that Atsuko Ariyoshi essentially put herself in charge and tried to run Best Ever, and in her own words, failed at JoshiMania last year in the singles match against Yuma, constantly made a mockery of Team Sub and Best Ever, trying to get these tag titles back, and just her and the unit really have nothing to show for all the time that she spent in charge, self-elected. So they were forcefully removed, beaten down by Connie Morris and the Uprising at the order of Shiori Japensha. So we've got a shake-up in Best Ever at the end of the last show. So really, that's what we have going into this pay-per-view. Lady Lotus is back as well. She returned at the last pay-per-view. This is going to be a bit of a grind trying to get her over. She's got the stats. I worry about her body. It says she's quite banged up. She had one hell of an injury. Hopefully, maybe eventually she'll get back to it, but this might stick with her for the rest of this save, which would be a bit of a shame. So, yeah, hopefully we can push her to where the rest of the roster is at, because she was taken out pretty early in the save. So everybody else that was where she is at currently has been moved up in the card. That hurt a lot. I elbowed the fucking shit out of my desk. But yeah, so really, like I said, I don't have anything specific planned. That's just kind of the major story beats going on. So let's get into this first tour day of Dream Queendom. Ow, how, like, does any other YouTuber fucking elbow their desk as hard as I do, as much as I do? We're in what, episode 16? We're in episode 16. Alright. We skip Give the Night Off on non-pay-per-views. Generic venue is the move. Heart Saito. Oh my god. That's really fucking funny. That's really fucking funny. Okay. Alright. Shiori and Atsuko have bonded recently. That's fucking great. Alright. Yuma selling tips onto her protege Hoshiko. We'll do some team bonding. Devil Karubi is still mad for a lot of reasons. Oh, I forgot to mention about the Young Lions graduating. Kiyomi and Sayuri are officially no longer Young Lions, so we're gonna try to give them some stuff to do. But yeah, other than that, let's get into, like, the actual important things. I think, do we main event with Best Ever and have a, Shiori lay down the law kind of thing, or do I do the other thing? Maybe we do we do a Best Ever. We're not gonna put Team Sub on this show, but we'll do a Shiori and the Uprising. Who could they face? Who would be some good opponents? Maybe a High Fly Royalty? Maybe a Reek Arena? Machiko Matsuda's a fucking star now? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man, I didn't want her to get this over. Oh, no, alright. Oh, that sucks. That kind of sucks. Ah, that's lame. Alright, I guess, yeah, we'll do High Fly Royalty and Sakura Sada? Or do we do... Let's do High Fly Royalty and Kiyomi Mizuka. Give Kiyomi her first longer than 8-minute match of the save. We'll have Shiori go over. Or you know what, we'll have Talia go over. Kiyomi can still take the pin. Open clean. So Shiori's essentially gonna lay down the law, like, look, team sub, I explained it on the last show, you're a bunch of fraudulent champions, so, I want the Uprising. They're gonna challenge you for the tag titles at the pay-per-view, and we're gonna get the belts right back to best ever, right back to the team that deserves them, not you two. So, Shiori, lays down the law for team sub. It's so, not Etsuko, sorry. Shiori, who's still not, she was a much better promo, I felt like. I don't know why I thought she was a much better promo than she is. Like, Talia's just as good of a promo, but, we'll do a 4-minute hype, scripted, save details, booking segment. Yeah, what do we cap off the show with? Do we cap off the show with a 4v4 between Icon Idols and Chicas Locas? I think we do. Persian Queens and Wrestling Passion versus, we'll do Down to the Mat and Miwako and Maya. Alright, main event here. We'll go 18 minutes. Megumi Nakajima will pin, we'll do Hoshiko. Open, slow build clean. Book segment. And then we'll have Megumi feels she has proven herself again. Has re-proven herself. What did I just fucking type? Has re-proven herself. Miwako disagrees. She's like, look, you beat me 2 pay-per-views ago. Yeah, you beat me in February. But I just went to a time limit draw with Fuyuko Higa, who has a championship win over you. I feel like I've re-proven myself, and Miwako's just like, you didn't even pin me tonight. What did you prove? You didn't prove shit. So get the fuck out of here. That's essentially the angle, is like, you didn't prove shit. Storyline development, I think, fits the best. So Megumi, Yuma, Maya, and Miwako. Save details, book segment. Yeah, I guess that should be the main event. Maybe no Birds of Prey tonight. Let's do, I think we're going to turn all of our Young Lion matches into singles matches now. So, Akira will take on Zofia. We'll do Zofia. I want her to get momentum. 10 minutes. What else do we got? We got maybe just 2. Maybe we'll do a singles and a tag. Let's do a Yuko and Mitsu versus, do we do Venomous? I think we'll do Venomous. A Yuko and Mitsu versus Venomous. We'll have Nami Genda get the victory. Book segment. I need to steal the show. That's right. I do have more we could do. What else could we do? So we've pre-booked the tag title match. With the Uprising versus Team Sub. Former stablemates going at it for the tag titles. Other than that, I don't want to have Birds of Prey on this show. I could use a... I do kind of want Sayuri Honda on the show. Let's do some fun. Let's do a fun trios. Say Monster and you, or do we do Romy and Say and you versus Wounded Warriors and Sayuri Honda? Right. 16 minutes. Steal the show. Say Akutagawa can win. You compliment Sayuri. Sayuri doesn't wanna hear it. So essentially you is like, look, Sayuri, I've watched your development over the past year and a half, and I just wanted to let you know that a lot of us see some big things in you. And Sayuri Honda straight up is like, I lost tonight again. I still lost. I don't want to hear it. Compliment me when I win. And that kind of wins Yu Hashimoto over a little bit. So, you know, first time we ever hear from Sayuri Honda. So there we go. That's going to happen after the match. Could do a Lady Lotus match. Let's do a Lady Lotus match. Get some more ring rust off of her. Who could she face? She could face... I don't want her to face a Kurosada. We could do Lady Lotus versus Kinye. 15 minutes. Give Lady Lotus the victory. Open, slow build, clean. Book segment. That'll go right after. I could... You know what? Fuck it. It's gonna go before. It'll probably be better. Alright, now that's it. That's the full show. We don't have any more time. We progressed some storylines, but you know, we pre-booked a match. It's you know, it's fine. It's a good opener. Apex of Birds of Prey have taken the night off again. You know, this is what they do. So it's become a weird tradition I've done, but it is what it is. So let's run it. All right, so it is time for the first tour day of the episode. We've got some seeds being planted for the rest of the tour. We do have one match we're announcing tonight, and one thing that I did forget to mention in the start of the episode is Kiyomi Mizuka and Sayuri Honda have officially graduated from Young Lion status, so they're going to be booked along with the rest of the roster. I took a look at this year's Hadoyama Dojo graduates, and they're actually not horrible. Here's one of them. They're not horrible. Like, they're horrible, but they're rookies. So if we signed them and we gave them the 2-year Young Lion treatment, they might develop into decent little names. However, the thing is, I just don't know if I need them. You know, especially 2 years from now. This is still a 64 save. There's a good chance I sign a couple more people, at least by the time that these two graduate from the Young Lion status. So even if they turn out good, you know, but I'm keeping tabs on them. I might pull the trigger and bring them in eventually, but at least for this tour and probably the JoshiMania tour, we're gonna let them go to the indie scene, see if they can find work. But without further ado, let's kick things off with our... Oh, I forgot to check booking analysis. Slightly overused, that's all fine. Alright, let's kick off with our Young Lion matches. First up, we have Aikira versus Sofia Jankovic. 53 for this one. And then our other Young Lion match, because we only have two now. Iyuko and Mitsu lost to Venomous in a 47 rated match. And speaking of Young Lions graduating, Sayuri Honda, I forgot that I ordered this differently. I thought the Sayuri Honda match was next. I was wrong. This match doesn't really have any true implications or storyline purposes. I just am gonna book Lady Lotus on every show until she gets rid of her ring rust. So, we just gotta get a few more matches under her belt. The Shiori Japensa ring rust went away pretty quickly because we had her in the one-shot tournament. So that did not last long at all. So we're just gonna voice crack. We're just gonna do the same thing for Miss Lady Lotus. But in the Sayuri Honda match, she goes out and she kind of shines pretty well. I mean, she got a 45 for someone who's just out of being a young lion. Great performance. I do genuinely see bright things in her. But she was unfortunately the one who took the pin in this match after 12:33 when Sei Akutagawa hit the Northern Lights bomb and pinned Sayuri Honda. The overall match was a 70. Yu Hashimoto was great, but I am not the only one that sees some good things in Sayuri Honda. Yu Hashimoto specifically grabs a mic and says, hey, Sayuri, I've been keeping tabs, and a lot of us in the back have been keeping tabs on you and your development this past like year and a half or so, and we just want to let you know that you're looking great, and we think you're ready to take that next step. And Sayuri Honda, this is the first time we ever hear her speak. She says, I still lost tonight. I don't want to hear it. Congratulate me when I actually win and do something of note. Not a pity congratulations. And Sayuri Honda drops the mic and leaves. And honestly, low-key, that kind of impressed Yu Hashimoto more than Sayuri Honda just being like, thank you, and leaving. She was not happy because she lost. So she didn't want to hear any compliments that felt forced in her eyes. 65 rated segment. Next match, we have a 3v3. Shiori Japensa and the Uprising get the victory over Kiyomi Mizuka's first non-Young Lion match. And High Fly Royalty. Kiyomi got a 38. She was the weak link, but again, she's still fairly new. Sayuri Honda is kind of, I'll show you in the pre-booking real quick. Sayuri Honda is kind of an anomaly in the sense of how good she is already. As, most of these other Young Lions are, their stats look nice, but they're nowhere near as developed as Sayuri. So Kiyomi's gonna have kind of a slower path to, up the card than Sayuri will. But, yeah, so the team of Talia, Selena, and Shiori defeated Kiyomi and High Fly Royalty in 12:54 when Talia pinned Kiyomi with the spinal trauma. Match got a 65, and then after the match, Team Sub, who are not on the show, they weren't in the back either. Nobody saw them. It was a pretty tough way to exit a pay-per-view for them for the last show, so they have the night off. And Shiori Japensa grabs a microphone and she's like, this is exactly what I'm fucking talking about. You, Chieko, you, Etsuko, you're both weaklings pretending to be leaders of a faction when you're not, alright? You think you're big and strong, but you're not. Nobody is but me. And the Uprising, who, at the start of 2022, were the tag team champions. And they were fucking great tag team champions. And they had to fall to one of the greatest runs by a tag team I've ever seen in Torment and Sorrow. But now that you, Etsuko and Chieko, you are the tag champs, I'm disgusted and appalled. And you are going to be taking on the Uprising at the pay-per-view so we can get those tag titles on some real champions. So rest up all you need, because apparently you needed to miss tonight and rest up. So rest up as much as you want, because there's a fucking semi-truck waiting for you at the pay-per-view, and you're going to be caught in the deadlights. 62 for that promo, and it's time for the main event, a clean 72 in this 4v4 between Hart, Saito, Pagecroft, Megumi, and Yuma, defeating Chicas Locas in 1808. Chicas Locas, the team of Miwako Maya, and Down to the Mat. The match went 18 minutes. Megumi pinned Hoshiko with the Nakajima straight jacket. That sounds like a submission, but whatever. She got the victory, and Megumi takes the time to be like, look, Miwako, I know it wasn't that long ago when I challenged you for the world title and lost. However, I feel like I've spent no time in proving that I belong in the world title scene, and I belong in a championship match at the pay-per-view. I went to a time limit draw with someone who has a championship win over you last year, Fuyuko Higa. I went to a time limit draw with her. I think that I've earned another title shot. And Miwako just kind of looks at her like, fucking when? When did you earn that title shot? Because it wasn't tonight. First off, you didn't even beat Fuyuko Higa. Second off, you didn't even pin me. Yeah, you beat us in a 4v4, great, but you didn't even pin me. Hoshiko is a great competitor, I agree, but she's not the world champion. So get back to me when you actually have earned something. 65 to end the show. Miwako Katsukawa refuses to agree with Megumi Nakajima, refuses to give her a world title match because she has simply just not earned it yet. The show gets a 68. We got an 8,000 gate ticket sale. Holy fuck. Yeah, I mean, the profits are coming in. I say this after every show now, but each fucking tour, it outdoes itself. So yeah, let's get into tour day 2. Alright. Ugh. Good show. I mean, good show. The storylines are a little weird, I know, but it is what it is. Nikki Champion didn't even toy with the idea of leaving. That's crazy. Spider Isako, I agree. I just don't have space to push her right now. Yeah, cool. Cool. Birds of Prey will be on the next show. Because I ran that Megumi angle, so I think I can target that into a Birds of Prey angle for the match that they have at the pay-per-view. I could do that fairly easily now. Thing is, who do they face in the main event? I need them in a match. Flying Jimmy Fox and Benny Benson. Yeah, I know they're friends. I'm aware. I am aware. All right. Okay. Yeah, Team Sub can also be on the next show. I'm not sure how to build to that match. What's going on? Nobuatsu Tatsuko. Yeah, that's fine. Jeremy Courtney to the SWF. Okay, that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. Jeremy Courtney's actually a solid mid-carder if you're able to push him. We got a show tonight. Sweet. It's taking... Okay, just as I was about to say, it's taking a while to load. Drills. Hard Seido drills. Psychology for Mitsu. Microphone for Rina. Alright. Team bonding. Yep, alright, that's fine. I mean, we're expecting it at this point. I remember, so, Thea's on the team. I knew I was gonna regret putting, Romy on the team so early. I should have just fucking put Sayuri. I should have just waited and put Sayuri on. I don't want Romy to be mad. She can... It's fine. She can stay. She can stay on the booking team. Alright. We'll do a 3v3 main event with Apex. We'll do a 3v3 main event with Apex and Yu. Birds of Prey and Yu Hashimoto. Versus... Who do we do? We could do some Icon Idols. Maybe instead of you, let's do monster. Odd, I know, but I want to airy heart and... Do we do airy heart and Paige? Let's do yeah, double main events for Paige, I guess. That's fine. Let's have Fuyuko Higa get the victory. I'll take the fall. Open, slow build, clean. I'm not gonna bother with the called and scripted. It's fine. And then we're gonna run an angle afterwards. Higa says if Megumi thinks she's earned a title shot, she has to. Because, let's be... Okay, so the gimmick is not that Megumi is an idiot and she legitimately thinks she has a world title shot. The gimmick is kind of becoming more like... I wouldn't say like she's desperate for one. But she's trying to get one even when it's like... obvious she hasn't earned one. So Fuyuko Higa is going to be like, look, if Megumi is saying that she's earned a title shot, then I mean, I don't see in what world a draw doesn't mean I've earned a title shot. So Miwako, you better come out here and give me a world title shot. Even though Megumi didn't get one, she's demanding one. But Higa is cut off by Jemmy. And Jemmy is like, look, we went through this last year. We fought for the title last year and you came out on top. However, I feel like we should run it back to truly prove which one of us gets a title shot now. And Fuyuko Higa's like, if you want to step to me, I think that's a great idea, essentially. Essentially, Higa's trying to get a title shot. Jemmy's saying it's been... When did they went at it? When did they go at it? Let's see. Match details. Because I think... 2022, obviously. Fuck off, 2022. Maybe only title matches. It was JoshiMania. Oh, fuck, it was JoshiMania? That was the... Oh, that's right. That's right, because I think JoshiMania was supposed to be Higa versus Miwako, and then Miwako got hurt. Okay, yeah. So yeah, they're like, look. Jemmy's like, look, you're trying to get another title shot when we both know that you and Megumi didn't earn shit. You're not getting a title shot if Megumi's not getting one. How about we run it back? Winner take all. Me versus you. One of us will prove that we have a title shot, and Fuyuko Higa's like, I like where your head's at, essentially. There was a little dissension last time, but there's no dissension this time. Yeah, alright. So that's what we'll do with that. We'll do Team Sub. Team Sub can be in a 4v4 with the Rose Queens. The Rose Queens and Team Sub, who do they face? Maybe, we've used Aerie, so probably not Icon Idols. Do we do the Quad Squad? I don't really want the Quad Squad to lose this match. We could do Venomous and Wounded. Let's do that. Let's do Venomous and Wounded versus the Rose Queens and Team Sub. 16 minutes. Tsuko can get the victory. They can figure out who takes the pin. It's fine. Open. Clean. Should this be our steal of the show? I think this should be our steal of the show. Steal the show, because I'll put another Lady Lotus match after this. And essentially, Team Sub tells Shiori and the Uprising to bring it. They're not scared. Chieko is the actual talker, but we don't acknowledge that. Alright, cool. 6 minutes. Generic, I guess. Alright, we'll do a Lady Lotus. We'll do a Lady Lotus tag match, actually. Get her in there with somebody, someone a little over. Maybe we do Lady Lotus and Romy versus Connie and Kinye. Maybe. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. This will be a quick tag match. A quick 15-minute, actually. We could use time for this. Lady Lotus, I'll get another victory. Sorry, Kinye, you gotta take another fall. You're just kind of declining. I'm sorry, Kinye. We'll put that one there. Yuko, who do you want to take on? You want to take on Sakura Sada? That's fine with me. You can take on Sakura Sada for sure. And then it's going to be a 2v2 with Kira and... Not Kiyomi. It's going to be Kira and... Fuck, I know who it is. Mitsu. Kira and Mitsu. Versus Chibi Violence. Who's got lower momentum? Everyone's kind of white hot. Rikarina's just regular hot, so we'll do Rikarina then. Rika will get the victory. 87, we got time. I kind of wanted to give Kiyomi and Sayuri the night off. But... No, it's fine. I mean, these shows really don't need to be long. I feel like we're gonna start running shorter shows now that we don't have 5 young lions. And if I can't progress a storyline, I think we'll just run a shorter show. I think that's what we'll do. I'll explain that in the video. We're gonna run shorter shows. All right. Okay, it is time for the second tour day of Queendom Parade. Yeah, we got Birds of Prey in the main event tonight, teaming with Monster Ishimura to take on, I believe it's Eri Sato and Wrestling Passion. Yeah, Birds of Prey are gonna be here tonight, as well as Team Sub will be here tonight. So they will most likely address what Shiori and the Uprising have said last week. Aside from that, I've kind of come off with an epiphany. This show specifically is only going to run for 87 minutes. And I was just telling the live chat that now that we don't have 5 young lions, there's no need for us to force the shows to go 95 minutes or more. Actually, I was forcing them to go at least 100 minutes. So we're probably gonna be running shorter shows. If I get to a point like I am tonight, where I put certain people in certain matches already, so I could not advance their storyline, I think we just run a shorter show unless I have a reason to book a certain person. We're probably gonna be favoring shorter shows rather than trying to force a bunch of people to get on. So yeah, that'll help with injuries. We haven't really, knock on wood, we haven't really been too bothered with injury woes for a while now. I mean, certain people are out temporarily for short periods of time, but it's still always good to mitigate injuries, especially in this save, which is notorious for bad injuries. But anyway, I'm kind of stalling. I'm not really trying to, I just am. So let's get into the show. We kick things off with Sakura Sada versus Ayuko Osagawa. Just a young line match to kick things off. Got a 35. We have Rika Rina defeating the team of Aikira and Mitsumomo Tani. That got a 50. 4v4 for the return of Team Sub. I say return like they were gone for a while. They just missed a show. But Team Sub teamed up with the Rose Queens, and they defeated the team of Venomous and Wounded Warriors in 11:35 when Etsuko submitted Spider Isako with the Ariyoshi lockdown. Match got a 63, and like I said, they probably would. I knew they would. I wasn't guessing. I knew the answer. Like I implied that they would. They do respond to Shiori in the Uprising, and essentially they say, bring it. They accept the Uprising's challenge. They're like, look, there's a reason that I took charge when I did, and not those two. I don't know why Shiori is so fucking obsessed with Selena and Talia, but I had to take charge of that group because they weren't. They're great, loyal hounds, but they're not free thinkers. So I'm more than fine with taking on the Uprising for these tag titles. And you want to try and call us lazy? You want to lay us out, call us lazy? I'm sorry for taking charge and trying to better the unit. Alright, I'm sorry for trying to keep shit under control, which I did. I'm sorry I didn't get the results that you wanted, but I kept shit under control instead of allowing the unit to collapse on itself. And this is how I get repaid. That's fine. Come, Uprising, come to the pay-per-view as prepared as you want, because you're not beating us. You'll never beat us for these titles. And, eventually, Shiori, I'll come for your head specifically. 55 rated promo by Etsuko and Chieko. We have another Lady Lotus match. This time, she teams up with Romi Yamato to take on the team of Connie and Kinye. Romy was head and shoulders above everybody else. Lady Lotus was, she's still got that ring rust, so hopefully that will be gone soon. But this match got a 54. Lady Lotus pinned Kinye with the Senton Bomb after 15 minutes and 17 seconds. And now it is time for our main event, which gets a 77 because the Birds of Prey were in it, so it's going to get a great rating. It was the team of Higa, Jemmy, and Monster defeating the team of Ari Hart and Page in 1908 when Fuyuko Higa pinned Paige Groft with the Higa Green Driver. Great main event. And we do have an angle to close the show where essentially Fuyuko Higa grabs the microphone and she's like, look, I don't think there's a single soul employed by this company that truly believes that Megumi Nakajima earned a world title match. I don't even think she believes it. I think she's just saying it to get her name in the hat. So you know what? I'm going to do the same fucking thing. Yeah, I went and I went to a 30-minute time limit draw with the person that just lost to the world. I just went to a 30-minute draw with the previous challenger for the world title, so I've earned a world title match, right? That's how it's working. Come on, Miwako, come out here and answer my challenge. And before Miwako even has a chance to come out here, Jemi Onishi interrupts this weird unhinged promo by Fuyuko Higa, where she essentially says, look, Fuyuko, you clearly know that Megumi is not getting a title shot, for the same reasons that you clearly know you're not getting a world title shot. So how about this? Since neither of you are getting a world title shot, and it's not looking like anybody's earned one just yet, how about we do what we did at JoshiMania last year, and we run it back? Because last year, I challenged you for the World Championship in a pretty bad rough patch for not just us as a team, but Apex as a whole. We didn't form yet, but we were planning it, and we almost threw that out of the window over greed for that belt. So how about this? No title on the line. Me versus you at the pay-per-view, almost a year later from when we last faced off, and winner will actually have earned a world title match. And Fuyuko Higa says, you know what? Jemmy, this is why I love you. Because all you do is make perfect sense. Let's run it back. But just like last time, Jemmy, Let's not hold anything back. We won't do low blows. We won't do underhanded tactics like we did last time. But just like last time, let's not hold anything back. And that will be our main event for Queendom Parade. Fuyuko Higa versus Jemi Onishi in a singles match, presumably with world title implications. Who knows what's going on? The world title scene's a little bit of a mess right now. Nobody's really earned a world title match. 8,200 at the gate. But if either of those two can win against the other one, that would be a pretty good argument for a world title match. So let's see how these storylines unfold going into Tour Day 3. Alright. Oh, nice. Alright, they're getting along. That's not what I want. I want every company to fucking crumble. So that 5-star can just emerge from the ashes better than everyone else. We need the booking teams to have inner arguments. That's what we're hoping for. Alright. Oh, come on. They're not letting him walk. I don't care that he's a fucking... Greg Black's not getting re-signed? Jesus. He's actually... I mean, he is up there in age, isn't he? He is up there in age now. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, I'm not even reading that out loud. I don't even want to read that one out loud. Oh my god. Who's the hiring manager over there? Jesus Christ. Luchadora. Sure. Oh my god, his render is so fucking small. Jesus Christ. Liberty and Justice, what happened there? 8, oh my god, not even worth it. Wasn't even close to good. Kingpin Running Wolf, sure, bud. Whatever you think. Whatever you want to call yourself. Kingpin Running Wolf, alright, buddy. I'm sure you are. Alright, Hard Saito ran some... Oh, that's literally all that happened. Nice. Okay, team bonding. Cool. Alright, what do I want to do tonight? So, we've... pre-booked Higa and Jemi. Let's see. We could pre-book... I could go back to All Reliable for there. Alright, yeah, I'm feeling... We'll main event with some Apex versus Best Ever. Do a nice 3v3. We'll put Jemi with... maybe we don't even need Jemi. I think Romi's... Oh, excuse me. I need the caffeine to stay awake, so the soda I'm drinking is, making me burp a lot, so I'm sorry about that. I need Say in this match. I think Romi's good enough to handle main events by herself, so we'll do Say, you, and Romi versus, Not the Uprising. We'll do Chibi Violence and Shiori Japensha. Can this go 20 minutes? Or will that be too much time for Chibi Violence? Yeah, that will be too much time. So I think it's a 19 we gotta go. Yep. So essentially, we're gonna kick off the pre-match of the main event will be Shiori says she will not allow the team sub situation to what would be the word? To block her push, to derail her push to become world champ again. So just essentially that's the whole promo. Like she's like, before the match, she's like, look, I'm not letting this whole garbage with Etsuko and Chieko and them ruining my stable. I'm not allowing that to derail my plans to once again become world champion. So week in and week out, I will be continuing to defeat some of 5SSW's top competitors. It's a shame I'm in a match against girls like Sei Akutagawa and Romi Yamato. This won't be helping my cause, but, you know, still gonna get the dub today. And then, surprise, surprise, someone doesn't get the dub today. 6 minutes, foreshadowing. And then, yeah, so Sei is actually going to pin Shiori with a roll-up in the main event. Open, will protect Shiori. Open slow build, flash pinfall finish. Sei taunts Shiori. Yeah, so we'll do a promo where Sei just taunts Shiori, like, oh, what's that? We're not good enough competition, or whatever. And then, yes, this can go 6 minutes, surprise. And then we'll have a post-show press conference where Shiori crashes the party, promises to put Sei's head on a pike at the pay-per-view. So yes, Shiori is going to get a match against Sei at the pay-per-view. Devil and Sensational are trying to start this press conference, but Shiori Japensha runs in. This is happening pretty much immediately after what just unfolded, and she comes in and she's like, look, I'm going to run havoc if you don't give me a singles match against Sei at the pay-per-view. And when I win that match, I'm going to make sure that, you know, she's exposed for the fraud she is, or whatever the fuck, you know. So hype. Cool. So yeah, that's more pre-booking. Shiori vs. Sei. I think this will actually be a really good match. I did it in the one-shot tournament. So maybe she can reference that during the post-show press conference, but like being able to give them actual time, I think will be really beneficial. What else could we do? We could do... I didn't put Monster in that match, no. We could run All Reliable, which would be a match like this of Monster and... Who could I team Monster with? I don't really have too many options because it will not be anyone from Birds of Prey. We could do Connie Morris and Monster Ishimura. Weird one, I know. But Connie and Monster versus Sakura Sada and Eri Sato. 16 minutes. Eri Sato will pin Monster Ishimura, steal the show, open, clean. This is why it's going to be called 16 minutes, really? Alright, 15? Really? In a tag match? Alright, sorry, it's going to be Kinye then. My bad. God, alright. So yeah, but this is why I'm calling it Old Reliable, because after the match, Monster Ishimura loses her shit and lays out Eri and Sakura, leading Wrestling Passion to run in and make the save. So Monster Ishimura on Intimidation. We'll put Eri on Victim, Sakura on Victim, and then Heart will be on Attacker because they're doing the cavalry. Heart and Paige are the cavalry attacking Monster Ishimura. Yeah, so this will be generic, I guess. Generic, 4 minutes. Monster Ishimura does the Old Reliable, losing a match and laying someone out. Yeah, alright. Let's do... What else could we do? We could put... We'll put the Persian Queens in a tag match, maybe? Should we add somebody else? Who should we... Could we add... Could we make it a 4v4 so that we actually book Hart and Paige? Like it bleeds into the next match with the Persian Queens? Persian Queens and Wrestling Passion versus... We'll do... I feel like we'll have the Quad Squad. They can lose this match. I want to push the Quad Squad as like a force in 4v4s. So having them lose to the 4 biggest names in Icon Idols is not a problem for me. So 15 minutes. Megumi can get the victory. Open, slow build, clean. Are you shitting me? Oh my god. Fucking really? Will Hana just take the pin? Are you still gonna complain? Fuck me, man. Alright. This might actually be a fairly angle-heavy show. No, let me do the Young Lion matches first. Do I not have a steal the show? I thought I did. Paige Croft is being used too much. Oh shit, that's right. Because of the fucking angle. I'll take Sakura Sada out. Remove Sakura Sada. Drop this down to 16 maybe. Maybe I could bring it to 14? Slightly overused is fine. Alright, remove. Slow build. Why is it yellow? Is it always yellow when people are slightly overused? I could have sworn it turns green. Weird. Okay, whatever. Yeah, let's do the Young Lion matches now. Let's do... Who needs it? Mitsu versus Lady Lotus. That'll kick things off. Not bad. This hasn't happened yet. Lady Lotus will hopefully be off of ring rust soon. Oh, it was the fucking... That's right, it was the angles. Angle to match ratio was fucked. Okay, that makes sense. Akira and... Not Kiyomi. I almost did Kiyomi. Akira and... Yuko. Versus... Rose Queens? Or, no, Wounded Warriors have been losing a bit. They've been losing a bit more than I would have liked. So, Wounded Warriors get the win here. I guess we'll do just a quick. Megumi doesn't care that the roster is making fun of her. She will earn that rematch. So she's essentially gonna be like, look, I don't care that fucking Fuyuko and Jemmy aren't taking me seriously. I don't care that Miwako's not taking me as a serious threat. if I haven't earned it, fine, I haven't earned it. But I will earn it. I will earn it, essentially. And I don't care what it'll take. So, that's what this is. So yeah, just a quickie. It's a decently angle-heavy show. I didn't put this on the post show. That's probably a big reason why. Fucking. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I can pre-book that later. That's already pre-booked. Yeah, everything seems to be in order. Let's get into the recording. Okay, day number 3 is here. We got some pretty fun matches. We got Chibi Violence and Shiori Japensha in the main event versus Romy, Sei, and Yu Hashimoto. We've got Wrestling Passion, Megumi, and Yuma teaming up against the Quad Squad. Our usual Young Lion matches. We got a decent card coming your way. So let's get right into it. Kicking things off, Lady Lotus is still rusty, which is a shame. It's taking a little longer than I would have anticipated. But her matches aren't going nearly as long as Shiori's were, so it is what it is. But she gets the victory over Mitsu in 7:53. And then Wounded Warriors get the victory over Aikira and Ayuko in 7:50 with a 45 rated segment. Our first non-Young Lion match is a 2v2. The team of Monster Ishimura and Kinye Mushishibo lose to Sakura Sada and Eri Sato in 13:51 when Eri Sato gets a crazy lucky buzzsaw kick on Monster Ishimura. It's not a complete banana slip victory. It is a clean victory, but it caught Monster off guard. She wasn't teaming with somebody from Apex, so she's not exactly in the best headspace, you know, not exactly gelling well. But, yeah, Eri Sato gets a quick victory, and, we go back to Old Reliable. We get some flashes of the early bits of this save, as Monster Ishimura loses a match, and fucking loses her shit, and starts going crazy on both Eri Sato and Sakura Sada. I had to take Sakura Sada off of the angle, because she was being used too much, but she does get jumped by Monster Ishimura, who continues to beat down on them until Wrestling Passion run out and chase Monster Ishimura off. It looks weird. I put these two on attacking, her on intimidation, and Eri on selling. So the game thinks that Eri and Paige attacked Eri Sato, when in reality, I couldn't put Monster Ishimura on both attacker and victim, and I didn't feel like making two parts. So just ignore what's going on in that text. But, yeah, Wrestling Passion are in the next match. Monster Ishimura is trying to do her Old Reliable, but it doesn't go as nearly as smoothly now that everybody's in a stable and has people backing them up. So, yeah, Wrestling Passion come out, and their match is right up next, as they are joined by the Persian Queens to take on the Quad Squad, and the Quad Squad are one of the most, surprising forces in 4v4 matches. But tonight was not their night, as they go up against a pretty all-star cast of Icon Idols. And the match ends in 14 minutes and 6 seconds when Megumi Nakajima pins Hana Ajibana with the Super Explosion Suplex to get the victory. Match got a 65, and Megumi just cuts a quick 2-minute promo like, look, I don't care what Gemi Onishi and Fuyuko Higa think, alright? If they don't think I've earned a title shot, if Miwako doesn't think I earned a title shot, fine. And they can make fun of me all they want. But when it's all said and done, by the end of this tour, I will have proven that I've earned a world title match. So, 56 rated segment. We then go straight into another promo by Shiori Japensha, where she essentially says, like, look, I'm not gonna let this whole team sub situation, this whole getting rid of unwanted trash situation, to ruin or spoil my original plan of getting the 5SSW World Championship around my waist. I was unsuccessful after winning the one-shot tournament, but I will continue to grind and dismantle everyone in my way to prove that I have earned a world title match. And it's kind of hard to do that because tonight I'm facing Sei Akutagawa, and Hiromu Yamato and the All-Asian champion. So this win won't really prove much, but you know what? A win's a win, essentially. And Sei Akutagawa took immediate offense to that, and after 19 minutes and 20 seconds, Sei Akutagawa gets a fast roll-up on Shiori Japensha and gets the victory for Apex, shocking a lot of people. In the crowd, Shiori Japensha was just rolled up and pinned by someone that she essentially just disregarded right before the match. The main event gets to 66, and Sei Akutagawa closes our show with, I don't know what you did in your time off, but, you clearly didn't watch the product because we're not nobodies, alright? And I've proven that to you tonight. So have fun getting these easy wins when you can't even get them. And she drops the mic right on her. But the entire show is not over, as immediately after, during our press conference, Devil Karubi and Sensational Ogiwara are trying to start it, but they don't get very far before a very angry Shiori Japensha bursts into the room and says, "What the blue fuck was that? Are you kidding me? You two, right now, you two better give me a singles match against Sei at the pay-per-view, because I'm gonna wreak havoc on this company if you don't. And when I see you at the pay-per-view, Sei, it will be an easy win. But it's on paper, it's going to look like a difficult win, because I'm going to take every fucking possible minute dismantling you because you think you're hot shit because you got a fast pinfall on me. Not on my watch, Sei. When I see you at the pay-per-view, I'm going to put your head on a fucking pike." And, yeah, so, you know, is pike the right word? That's the pointy sticks, right? I hope I didn't say something I'm not supposed to. Yeah, so, a stick. I'll just say a stick. I think that's a pike. I don't know. But yeah, Shiori Japensha versus Sei Akutagawa will be happening at the pay-per-view. Devil and Sensational are like, look, nobody's really earned too many title matches, so we'll give you that match. So, yeah, they faced off in the one-shot tournament. 63 overall show, by the way. Shiori and Sei faced off in the one-shot tournament. But it was the one-shot tournament, and it was a tour show, so they didn't get a lot of time, but it was a decent little match. And I really want to see what those two can cook up, given a full-length worth of pay-per-view time. So, yeah, Shiori versus Sei at the pay-per-view coming up. We've got some good, hard-hitting matches pre-booked going into the middle point of this episode. All right. Okay, cool. EILL have added Serafina. Okay. This is weird. That doesn't look like Adam Cole. Who is this guy and why is he leading the kingdom? Also, what is the fucking kingdom? Is that a... I think that's an AI stable. It's Zamana? It's Zamna? Alright. I don't know this guy. I'll probably know him if I saw his other render. But yeah, I'm gonna just give me a couple minutes. I gotta run to the bathroom. I'll be back fairly quickly. So just, look at this Battleground card while I'm gone. Alright, I'm so sorry about that. Seems like nature always seems to call during stream, so... They go to Chicago and this is what they fucking do? Oh my god. I didn't realize how garbage this fucking show looks. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. 3 matches. I just double checked that I wasn't still muted. I'm fucking sorry, what? He what? Angry Gilmore what? Angry Gilmore won the fucking Pride G1? Okay. He's not even a full-time member of the roster. Just sign him. Okay. I don't know what's going on over there, man. I really couldn't tell you what's going on over there. I really could not tell you. Just saying, this will be a spoiler for future tournaments, but I don't think I would ever hire someone on a tour show appearance, a touring contract, and have them win my biggest tournament of the year. Just not what I would do, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, what is this? Rock God. Oh, yeah, that's right, I was gonna check what, have they booked Rock God Alvarez yet? If so, what's his first match? No, they haven't booked him yet. Alright. He's still got dates with EILL. When does his contract start? I think it might have just started. Alright, I mean, we'll find out. Hopefully by the 31st, they book him. Hopefully by the 31st, they book him. Alright, we're still loading. Alright, so I'm feeling... Who are you? You're 48? I agree. You should probably be on your way out, bud. I'm sorry. Jimmy Adams argument. LA Star 2's going to Exodus. That's cool. That's cool. Doug Peak still in size shows makes me sick. It absolutely makes me sick. Alright, locker room incidents. Machiko's got an angle idea. Okay. Psychology to Mitsu, booking to Rina, psychology to Spider. Hart Saito pulled a great rib and did some safety. Hart Saito's just the fucking best. She's just awesome. She's just really awesome, isn't she? How good is Rina at booking now? 66. Oh my fucking god. Why did I put Romy on the team? Fuck. Ah, there's just so many better people. Let's see. Let's put Chicas Locas in a match. We haven't done too much with them this tour. Miwako, you're not Miwako. Miwako can be in a match against who do we do? I would like to protect some people, but I don't entirely know. We could do High Fly Royalty and Eri Sato. I don't know how good of a main event this will be, but it's worth a shot. Miwako can pin Yukiko. Open, slow build, clean. Megumi wants to know how to prove her worth. No, Megumi wants a 2v2 to prove her worth. Alright, so essentially, Megumi's like, look, Miwako, I'm not going to waste any more time. If you don't think I've earned a title shot, then fine, I haven't earned a title shot. But nobody's earned a title shot, have they? So you're not defending that title. So how about this? If you want me to earn my title shot, I'll team up with Yuma Maruya to take on you and whoever you want, presumably Maya, and we'll have ourselves a tag match. And when I win, will you admit that I've earned a title shot? And Miwako says, yeah, but you gotta beat me. So we've got a 2v2 semi-main set for the pay-per-view. Megumi and Yuma Maruya versus Miwako and Maya in the main event. Save details, book segment. We're gonna have a Wrestling Passion match. We're gonna have Wounded Warriors versus Wrestling Passion. This will go 15 minutes. 15 minutes steal the show. Paige Croft can get the victory. Open, slow build, clean. Book segment. So after the match, Monster gets payback on Wrestling Passion by jumping them. Wounded Warriors refuse to help. Eri makes save. So, after the match, Monster Shimura gets her revenge on Wrestling Passion by jumping them with a bat and her fucking big meaty claws. And Wounded Warriors are leaving on their way back. And they look to the ring and they see Hart and Paige essentially like, hey, give us a hand. And they look at each other and they shake their heads and they walk to the back. And then Eri Sato comes out to fend off Monster. So, you know, we got some shit going on. Shit's happening. Wounded Warriors, they're not obliged to help. They're not exactly friends, but like, damn, they're just gonna let that shit happen. They do not care. So Hart, Paige, Monster. So that can be 2 minutes. Storyline development for part 1. Add a new part with Eri on Attacker. Monster on Victim. Hart on Selling. Not segment host, Selling. And Hart and Paige also on Selling and Injury. So another 2 minutes. Generic for the second part, sure. 4 minute total. I have to put Wounded Warriors. I forgot to put Wounded Warriors on here. Chitose on background player and Kaori on background player. That might be too much. No, they're fine. We're chilling. They're fine. Okay. What else can we do? We could do a Team Sub vs. Uprising thing. Let's do a 4v4. The Uprising and Chibi Violence can take on Team Sub and I don't really have too many non-aligned people. So what about we'll do Venomous, I guess. They'll team with Venomous because Best Ever are going to be going over in this match. Selena will beat Nami. Open clean. Just a hype match for the tag titles, I guess. That can go there. We're gonna do a 2v2 with Romy and maybe not Monster. What if we did just a one-on-one Kiyomi versus Romy? It's gonna go 14 minutes total, and Kiyomi's gonna get her first ever victory, beating Romy Yamato. Kiyomi wins, open clean. This can actually be our steal the show. The one we made the steal the show, we're gonna make the semi-main now. For fuck's sake, please click on what I'm trying to. Please don't click on the wrong thing, 64, you dumb fuck. So that'll go here. This can go here, and then Romy gets violent with a chair on Kiyomi. Not happy about what happened here. So Romy's gonna take things into her own hands. Working the crowd. I don't think Kiyomi can even remotely cut a promo. 2 minutes. Serious, sure. Book segment. That happens here. Then let's do our Young Lion stuff. Let's get... We'll do Ikira versus Lady Lotus. See if this helps with the ring rust gimmick. Right. And then what else are we doing? We're doing Ayuko and Mitsu. 2v2 between Ayuko and Mitsu. Who can they face? Who do we have on this show? We've got Monster on this show. We've got Eri on this show. Megumi on the show. I think we're making more than enough money to where I don't need to worry about booking the people I have in angles in other matches. So let's do some... We'll do some... Not Birds of Prey. We'll do some Down to the Mat. Down to the Mat don't really get too many opportunities in general, let alone against Young Lions. So we'll do some Down to the Mat. I think we're good for this show. Nothing pre-booked tonight. Oh, no, the 2v2 is pre-booked tonight. That's right. The 2v2 was pre-booked tonight. So, Miwako and Maya versus the Persian Queens will be happening at the pay-per-view. Megumi will try to prove her worth. If she loses, it's probably going to be like her last real chance to prove she's a challenger for a while, if ever. Pre-booking that match right now. That match I've started, and then I'm gonna have to kind of get to work on that one very soon. So, yeah. Alright, we're good. We've pre-booked another match. Let's get into the recording. Let's run this show. Halfway point of the Queendom Parade tour is upon us. Day number 4. We've got Miwako back on the show. I wasn't not booking her for any reason. It just fucking... didn't need her, really. Again, like, if I don't have a reason to progress the storyline, I'm just not gonna book them. And as I'm just realizing, 1 year ago was the show where Miwako had to relinquish the world title, and then all hell broke loose, and then we went back to business. So that's really funny. I didn't realize that we're on such a historic tour day, so that's good to know. But yeah, she's gonna be in the main event. Other than that, I can't really remember specifics of what I've booked, so we'll just get into it when it arrives. People are only slightly overused, so that's fine. Lady Lotus is finally done with the ring rust, so that's good to see. We are no longer dealing with that. And the ring rust already, she was getting like high 20s, low 30s. Now she's already at a 44. I wonder if it's still there. It's still there. So, okay, I was wondering if once the ring rust went away, this message would change. I don't think it's changed. If it has changed, it's still not a good thing to read. But yeah, 44 for Lady Lowe's defeating Akira. And down to the mat, got a 54 defeating a Yuko and Mitsu. Decent Young Lion matches as always. We kick off the show, the non-Young Lion matches of the show, with Romy Yamato versus Kiyomi Mizuka. And Kiyomi Mizuka, in a shocking victory, quickly locks in the inverted sleeper in 12:26 and gets her first ever victory in 5SSW history. Kiyomi Mizuka finally has a win on the board as a competitor here in 5SSW, and she tries to celebrate the moment, but Romy Yamato gets a chair and refuses to let her celebrate this moment. She is pissed that she was just embarrassed by such a newbie of the business in Kiyomi Mizuka, that she's laid her out and taken her down and ruined the biggest moment of her career so far, which is quite the fucking shame. So 45 for that angle. Up next, we have a 4v4, just kind of a hype match for the tag titles, and best ever Chibi Violence and the Uprising. The story of the match is essentially like, Team Sub are a great team, but when forced to team with people that they aren't familiar with, they're just no match for a team that is essentially a well-oiled machine in the form of Best Ever and the Uprising. Aside from the fact that Asami Okubo only joined the stable very recently, they still have at the bare minimum 3 months of experience teaming together and training together, so they've just got an unfair advantage as the Uprising get a victory going into the during the build to their tag title match. So a 67 match overall, decent performances from everybody. And up next we have just a tag team match between the Wounded Warriors and Wrestling Passion. It goes 14 minutes and 39 seconds when Paige Croft submits Kaori Takanouchi with the Memphis Deathlock, not Deadlock. 61 rated segment for that. And we have a bit of a convoluted angle, so just give me a minute. So after the match, Wrestling Passion are kind of celebrating, and Monster Ishimura, who was embarrassed by Eri Sato, and then secondly embarrassed by Wrestling Passion for them interfering with her beatdown of Eri and Sakura Sada, Monster Ishimura takes the time to try to make things right in her eyes, and she jumps Heart Saito and Paige Croft with both a bat and her, as I believe I said earlier in the stream, big meaty claws. So she's beating down Wrestling Passion, and Wounded Warriors are leaving. They see what happens. Heart or Paige or both of them kind of reach out like, hey, please help us. Give us a hand. And Wounded Warriors look at each other, and they're like, just like a not my problem. And then they walk away. Before eventually Eri Sato runs out to fend off Monster Ishimura with her own bat and saves her tag team partners or her stablemates. But yeah, I mean, Wounded Warriors aren't exactly friends. They're not in Icon Idols. They're not friends with Heart and Paige, but like, damn, they just left them to die essentially. So 47 rated segment as we head into our main event, which sees Eri Sato and High Fly Royalty come up short against the team of Determination and Miwako Katsukawa. The match gets a 71. Pretty good stuff. Miwako got a 72. 18:45, Miwako hits Yukiko with the Katsukawa bomb. And we finish. That's the main event. But we end the show with Megumi Nakajima coming out to confront Miwako. And she says, look, fine, I get it. I've heard it. I haven't earned a world title shot, Miwako, but from the way I've seen things unfold, it seems like nobody's earned a world title shot. So you're free for the pay-per-view, aren't you? And Miwako's like, yeah, but you're not getting a title shot. And she's like, that's not what I'm trying to say. Here's the thing. If you want me to earn a world title shot, then how about you and Maya take on me and my best friend, Yuma Maruya, in a tag team match? And if I can win, then you have to admit that I've earned a world title shot. And Miwako says, yeah, I'll admit it. But you gotta actually fucking pin me. And that's how we end the middle tour day of the episode 68. Big match, semi-main, Persian Queens versus Miwako and Maya. I didn't look at the financial report, my bad. I clicked the wrong side of my mouse. Shit happens. I mean, we probably made over 8K. We're just making a fucking shit ton of money now, which is great to see. I love making money, and I love not being in financial stress, which is, at least I can get that out of TEW. Alright. Rename. Team 0.5. Alright, cool. Happy New Year, Chandler. It isn't quite New Year for me. I don't know if this will show up on screen, but it's still only 10 p.m. here in the Midwest, or at least where I live. Oh fuck, why are you here? Okay, never mind. I guess we're fine. Yeah, I'm trying to lock in. Shit, I'm trying to. I'm really trying to. Zeus Maximilian got cut, and that's crazy. Nobody wants him. Yeah, I still got 2 hours. I actually wanted the stream to start earlier than I usually start the streams at like 9:30, 10, but I wanted to start this one at 8:30 my time, so that fireworks wouldn't be going off during it, because I'm having hard enough time focusing, so that would just fucking end me. You guys already know how hard it is for me to fucking focus on promos. The last thing I need is constant pops every 5 seconds to really distract what I'm trying to do. USPW have donated to charity. That's awesome. Yeah, they're loud here too. It's just thankfully everybody's waiting until midnight. Morgan Malone might stay with USPW. Holy fuck! Holy shit, guys! Saw's here! Holy shit! Just in time for the new database to be made. Holy fuck! So they're not in Chicago like my Saw, but fuck man, Teddy Powell, Teddy fucking no fun Teddy Powell. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, I'll be honest, probably a lot of the people that light off fireworks where I live they're probably also illegal fireworks, but good luck stopping people on New Year's, you know what I mean? Saw is opened with Teddy Powell. Of all people, Teddy Powell is crazy. Oh my god, yeah, right. Oh, and also, Chandler, you joined the stream just in time to see if Rock God Alvarez has had his first match in USPW yet. Will the answer be yes? The answer is no. Let's make another fucking 2 weeks from now. Alright, what are we at? March 31st? Let's make a note for the 14th. Did Rock God get booked? Question mark. We gotta keep an eye on Saw. Alright, yeah, USPW donates to charity and Saw opens legitimately right in time for the April database. So anybody that's listening to this right now or on replay that has been using the 5SSW database to make your own saves, the April 2023 update, you will be able to essentially make Saw from scratch if you want to in this universe. So that's actually really fun. Yeah, they don't use them for fucking ever. It's so lame. It's so lame. Burning Hammer grew too? Okay, what happened on Fire Dream? Oh, fuck me. A ladder match. A Japanese ladder match got 99. Match of the Year candidate. Raw booking heat. The God Butchers. Oh, I'm so sorry. God Butchers won the tag titles. Oh, no. The Wayne brothers won the Raw tag. Oh, no. Dude, for real. They have like 2 long shows, too. Actually, televised mayhem's only 1 hour, so they only have 3 hours of programming for a fucking 60. It's only 68 people. That's no excuse. 3 hours of programming. You should be using Rock God. You should be using Rock God if you only have 3 hours of programming. All right, what did I name these? I think 64 underscore 5 SSW underscore, and then it's year point month. All right, let me make the database. I never want to have an October situation. Now that I don't have to keep it secret from you guys, I will not forget, because I will make these make save points every single month. April, so May, make save point. What's crazy is now that I've actually remembered to make a save point, now that I have the fucking, I can use the diaries, I haven't actually forgotten to make a save point on time. Like, I didn't need it, which is fucking annoying, because every time I didn't have one, it's like, fuck. Man, I can't wait to forget. Yeah, Rich Money is, I don't know. Oh my god, the backstage gossip is Selena and Hart had to be separated after a heated argument. I'm gonna be honest, Hart is such an angel most of the time, that cannot be on her. That's probably all Selena started that shit. Okay, so let's book these mid-card feuds real quick. Let's do our semi-main of, we'll do our semi-main with Wrestling Passion and Eri Sato versus, let's do the Termination and Hana. We can do this. This is kind of a weird one, but it'll work. 15 minutes. Yeah, they really fucked Robbie. Alan Packer really fucked Robbie and Cannon. It was stupid. I didn't like it. I like Robbie, so I'm mad that he got, like, I'm mad over the kayfabe. That's what I mean. Eri Sato can get the victory. But yeah, in canon, they fucked Robbie, which was kind of lame. Like, he ran an angle a little too risque for USPW, so they fucking strip him of his booking power and give it straight to Rich Money. It's like, alright, fine, whatever. Even though he was literally the head booker during their rise from third company in the world to first company, let's fucking fire him over something stupid. Just added fuel to why I hate them. That's all it did. So Eri and Wrestling Passion have Call Out, Monster, and Wounded Warriors for a 3v3. So essentially, Eri, Hart, and Paige are all like, look, Monster, if you want to fight us, you can fight us. You want to get your anger out on us, do it at the pay-per-view. However, we also want to direct a message to Wounded Warriors. If you aren't with us, then you're against us. So if you want to stay against us, then team with Monster Ishimura. Go be the badasses and Apex wannabes you want to be, and team with a real member of Apex at the pay-per-view against us. So, yep, 3v3 pre-booked for the pay-per-view. Yeah, I don't know. It's just that was the canon. It's fine. Wounded Warriors and Monster Ishimura versus Eri, Hart, and Wrestling Passion. Alright. Cool. What else could we do? Let's start this feud. We'll do maybe not a 1v1, but a 2v2. I can't really do a 2v2, though, unless I have Yuma in here. I don't really have anybody else in Icon Idols, but I guess it's fine. Let's do Lady Lotus and say Kiyomi Mazuka versus Sakura Sada and Yuma Maruya. This can go 14 minutes. And Sakura Sada's going to get the pinfall victory over Lady Lotus. We'll protect Lady Lotus. Open clean. Book segment. And yeah, this will be our Steal the Show. Steal the Show, book segment. So essentially, Sakura, or Lotus, tells Sakura she will pay for ruining her undefeated streak. So Sakura Sada is officially the first person to pin Lady Lotus since her return from injury. And Lady Lotus doesn't do any acts of violence here, but she does tell Sakura Sada that she will pay for ruining her momentum. And yeah, that's essentially all that happens. Working the crowd. Background player, for fuck's sake. Foreshadowing. 2 minutes scripted. Save details. Right. Let's kick the show off with a Yuko versus Sayuri Honda. And even though it's in a Young Lion match, we will give Sayuri Honda. This will be her first ever victory. In 5SSW history, I believe. Unless she was the one. She wasn't the one to accidentally pin Nami Genda. But there was another instance where I accidentally had a... Oh, this isn't her first. Oh, well, okay, wait, because... That's right, because... They had the night off, so they worked an independent show. 0 wins in this year. 0... Okay, so, yeah, she wasn't the person to accidentally get that win last year. So, this is her first win in 5SSW history. And earlier in the tour, Yu Hashimoto tried to give Sayuri Honda props. And Sayuri Honda's immediate response was, don't fucking give me empty compliments. Actually compliment me when I win a match, not when I lose one. And now that she's won a match, Yu Hashimoto tries to come out like, hey, I told you. And Sayuri Honda immediately responds with, fuck off. Fuck you and fuck your stable, alright? Me and Kiyomi, we aren't exactly the best of friends, but I did grow up in wrestling, training right along her, and the way that Romy Yamato treated her, I'm disgusted. And I want to settle this shit at the pay-per-view. So you team up with your stablemate Romy Yamato, I'll team up with Kiyomi, and let's settle this like adults, unlike the way Romy did last time. So, yeah, Sayuri was not happy with Romy's treatment of Kiyomi. Wants to settle this at the pay-per-view. So yeah, she can't really, you know what, honestly, fuck it. Kiyomi doesn't need to be on here. Yu Hashimoto does. 6 minutes, sure, scripted. Tease. Fine, we'll improvise it. It's not gonna go well for Sayuri. And then we have the other Young Lion match with Akira and Mitsumo Motani. Can take on... Do we do the Rose Queens? I think we do the Rose Queens. Eventually, Zofia will one day have momentum, and I will be so happy. Hopefully, that will be today. You never know. I don't really have a main event. What about... I don't really have room for... I know what we could do. I could do something fun. We can do something fun here. We'll do a 5v5. We'll do Team Sub, Birds of Prey, and Sei versus Shiori, Chibi Violence, and the Uprising. So the Uprising's taking on Team Sub. Higa and Jemmy are taking on each other. Sei is taking on Shiori. So we're previewing 3 different matches. And despite the fact that on paper Best Ever are weaker than Team Sub and Apex, Best Ever do get the victory here. I think it can only go 22 minutes. Shiori Japensha will get the pinfall or submission or whatever over Chieko Kita. Open, slow build, clean. Shiori tries to create dissension. It does not work. So, like I said, when the match first got announced, when Jemmy and Higa faced off at JoshiMania for the world title, there was a lot of, teasing of dissension. And they lost tonight, so they're not in the greatest of moods. So Shiori tries to start planting seeds in their heads of maybe the ones got the wrong idea, or they don't have the right priorities. And Higa and Jemmy immediately shut that shit down. Do not allow anything to get in their heads, just to kind of prove that Shiori is still the same person, and prove that Fuyuko and Jemmy have evolved from last year's JoshiMania. So 6 minutes. We'll do character development, book segment. No, we don't really need time because we've pre-booked 2 matches. We don't need to add anything else, really. So yeah, we've pre-booked Kiyomi and Sayuri in their first pay-per-view matches against Romy and Romy and Yu Hashimoto. And then we've also pre-booked not that match. We've pre-booked. Did I already do the 3v3? I thought I did. I did the 3v3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yes, because we got one more to pre-book on another show. I will actually need this next show, so beautiful. I don't need to rename it because I'm gonna use it next show, so it's fine. But yeah. I guess we could do a press conference where wrong one. Press conference. Monster and Wounded Warriors agree to Icon Idols challenge. Just to kind of get it in there, make it official. They don't just make the challenge and then it happens. Monster and Wounded Warriors agree to team up. So we'll do a 4-minute generic post-show, scripted, save, book, save, and I think we're good to run it. I think we're good. Let's get into it. Alright, the first of the final 2 tour shows are here. We got a really big main event on tonight's as Best Evers, Shiori, Chibi Violence, and the Uprising are taking on a weird team of Birds of Prey, Sei Akutagawa, and Team Sub in the main event, previewing 3 different matches, as we'll get a Can They Coexist match between Birds of Prey, we'll get a preview for Shiori versus Sei, and a preview for the tag title match, and for the rest of the show, it's just a bunch of random matches that pretty much, even including one of the Young Lion matches, will all advance a storyline. And speaking of those Young Lion matches, we kick off the show with Sayuri Honda receiving her first ever victory here in 5SSW, pinning, yes, it's a Young Lion, it's not nearly as impressive as Kiyomi's first ever victory, pinning Romy Yamato. However, her first win is still her first win. And, yeah, if you remember at the start of this episode, Yu Hashimoto took on Sayuri Honda and tried to give her props after her victory, hey, look, we've all been taking notes on you, and I want to let you know that a bunch of us in the back think you have something. And Sayuri's immediate response was, wait to compliment me when I win. So Yu Hashimoto does just that. And she's like, look, this is what I was talking about. I'm not taking credit for you or anything like that. But this was what I was saying. I knew you had that fucking beast in you. You can win victory. You can win victories. You can win matches. I see a lot in you. And before she can finish her sentence, Sayuri Honda cuts her off, and she's like, look, I get that, the whole gimmick of you and the rest of your group is that you're all no nonsense, you don't take losses easily, but I was pretty fucking disgusted with how your stablemate, Romy Yamato, treated Kiyomi Mizuka. Are me and Kiyomi the best of friends? No. Are we going to be an official tag team? No. However, I spent the first 2 years of my career, and then even before that, we were training at the Haruyama Dojo together. I've spent a good 4 years, the past 4 years of my life, training and wrestling and growing up in the business alongside that woman, Kiyomi Mizuka. And what happens when she gets her first victory? Romy Yamato tries to take her out for good. And that's disgusting. So if you really want to give me credit, then fine, give me credit all you want, but keep it to your fucking self, because I don't want to hear shit until I get my hands on you and that stablemate. You want to really put me to the test, or whatever the hell your goal is with gassing me up? Then put me to the test. You and Romy versus me and Kiyomi at the pay-per-view. And Yu Hashimoto says, that's kind of exactly what I was hoping to hear. And that angle gets a 60 as we go into the second Young Lion match, where the Rose Queens defeat Aikira and Mitsumomo Tani. One of these fucking days, Zofia Jankovic will have positive momentum. That's not the button I meant to press. Is it today? Nope. Alright. Well, after that, we have Kiyomi Mizuka teaming with Lady Lotus to take on the team of Sakura Sada and Yuma Maruya. And in a shocker, not the fact that the team of Sakura and Yuma won. The shock was more that Sakura Sada pins Lady Lotus with the Hawk Dive elbow drop. And this was the first ever pinfall. This was the first match since her return that Lady Lotus lost. And not a partner of hers lost. I mean, in general, this is the first match she lost. But a partner didn't lose it for her. She lost this match. And she doesn't go full Romy Yamato or Monster Ishimura and start beating up Sakura Sada. But she does tell Sakura Sada that she will pay for this victory. Yeah, she was great tonight. But she hopes that she realized the can of worms she opened, because her momentum was going great, and Sakura Sada has just halted that, and she will pay for that. That's pretty much all she says. 44 rated segment. As we go into our next match, Icon Idols versus Chicas Locas. The team of Eri Sato, Heart Saito, and Paige Croft defeated the team of Hana and Determination in 1444 when Eri Sato pinned Hana Ajibana with a buzzsaw kick. A decisive victory for this trio, but this trio once more, as they cut a promo, essentially all three of them are like, Monster Ishimura, you've gone too far, this is getting ridiculous. If you truly want to fucking fight us, then fight us civilly. Let's do this shit at the pay-per-view, but we don't want to face you and some other jackasses of Apex if you can find any more, because from what we've seen, they're all booked. And that actually lines up perfectly with what we were hoping for. We were hoping to take you on in a 3v3 with you teaming with the Wounded Warriors, who refused to help us from your attack. And we see that as a, if you're not with us, you're against us kind of thing. There's no abstaining here. If you want to be a part of Apex so bad, then you can do it, Wounded Warriors. Take us on at the pay-per-view. 3v3 challenge made by Eri Hart and Paige Croft. 54 for that. 75 for the main event. Very good main event, naturally. In a bit of a shocker, even though on paper, the team of Team Sub, Birds of Prey, and Sei Akutagawa on paper are better than Shiori, Asami, Amiko, Talia, and Selena. However, Team Sub has spent their entire career in our save so far fighting members of Apex, that now having to team with them, it just wasn't there. The can they coexist storyline was here. People were asking that, but the Birds of Prey absolutely could coexist. It's just this team of best ever, especially with Shiori Japensha, with a new fire lit under her ass by Sei Akutagawa, was too much for this group of 5, as after 17 minutes and 5 seconds, Shiori submits Chieko Kita with the Japensha leg lock. But after the match, Shiori Japensha is not done. She continues to try to do what she's always done in this save, and try to plant seeds of doubt within Apex. She does what Sei Akutagawa was doing not too long ago with members of Icon Idols, but it doesn't work this time, because the whole point of this angle is to show that Shiori has not changed. Despite being gone and coming back, Shiori has not changed from who she was a year ago, but the Birds of Prey have. They're truly a stronger unit than ever, and even though they're facing off at each other at the pay-per-view, Shiori was not able to even remotely break into the bond that they have to plant any seeds of doubt. So a 75 rated angle to end the show. We get a quick post-show press conference. Really nothing happens here. It is just Wounded Warriors and Monster Ishimura accepting the challenge. I thought, like, I didn't want Icon Idols to just make the challenge and then the match happens. I wanted them to accept it. They agree to the terms. Monster Ishimura is more than happy with teaming with Wounded Warriors. She feels like they could be a force in the tag division, given the right mentorship, whatever that means. So 46 to end everything, as we get a 72 overall rating. Really fucking good show. How much money we make? We made $8,300. I mean, yeah. I think in a matter of, 2.5 months, we went from almost getting 6K a show to consistently breaking 8K a show. So, things are going great. Let's get into the final tour show of this episode. Alright. Where am I? I need to go here. Okay, that's what I was doing. Why did I put that? Fuck, I'm sorry. 16.6. Okay. New team in USPW. No signs? What the fuck? USPW had an embarrassing setback last night after publicly making a big deal out of having people bring anti-SWF signs to USPW televised mayhem in order to make a statement. Quite a few people turned rebel by bringing pro-SWF signs and made it onto camera. Alright, nice job. The Kingdom just came and ended. Was I not talking about this fucking stable earlier in the show? I think I did right before I had to piss. I'm like, oh, why is Adam Cole not in this Kingdom? Yeah, USPW got fucked real hard. Cheetah Boy on loan based. Huh? Cockroach Carter? Who the fuck is Cockroach Carter? Okay, whatever. Sorry, I don't know why this came into my head. What does Kid-San Watten's AI render look like? I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. I really don't. That's a bit of a shame. I literally have to lean to my computer to get a look at these renders because the pictures are small. Yeah, I really don't like that. That's a shame. What about Island Boy Apollo? It's not bad. It's not bad. J.K. Stallings Jr. looks so fucking stupid. I'm getting sidetracked. Sorry. Let's get to it. I want to end this before 11:30, and it's 10:46. So let's get a move on. She Bart on my biggins till I mid-card. Oh, that's the name of the show. Okay, sure. I'm like, what's must-see TV? There's still... Okay, if you don't mind... What time is it where you live? What time is it where you live? And also, at what time did the fireworks start? Hey, we broke the record. We broke the record. I didn't even realize it. We broke our record profits. Let's fucking go. It was. Oh my god, look at this though. Holy shit. It wasn't even ticket sales. The merchandise is just making us so much money now. We broke our record profit by about 500 because our merchandise went up by $5,000. Oh my god. Merchandise is crazy important. Crazy important. Damn. Wait, by 12:46 p.m. you mean it's noon? Noon 46, you mean? I'm not reading that wrong. You mean it like not midnight, noon? Dude, what the fuck? I'd have a problem. I would have a problem. I genuinely would. I would have a problem with that. I genuinely would. Alright. Generic venue. That's fucking ridiculous. No. You need to have relationships. I'm sorry, but you need to have relationships in order to work, to show up back here. You need to know somebody. I think that's a fair rule. As long as you know somebody, you can hang out backstage. If you don't know anybody, you're not politicking on my watch. Oh my god, Itsuko Arihoshi's fucking coming in clutch. Holy shit, a near certainty? Oh my god, Itsuko, you're the fucking best. What is this? 420? Fuck yeah. No, I'll put in 420. They get on the local news for blowing their fingers off. Oh my god. Oh, I mean, maybe. Well, I don't want to say I'd hope for it. I don't want someone to lose their finger, but, like, I mean, and fucking teach them their lesson. Alright. Go home tour show. Okay, so first off, I actually do need to book this match. So, let's do Rose Queens. Versus High Fly Royalty. We do need this match. 12 minutes. This will have to be the steal of the show, even though I can make it go longer. Machiko Matsuda can pin Thea Davis. I mean, look, if nobody's keeping an eye on them, I'm not surprised that they can't fucking keep their fingers on, you know. Honestly, though, if it happens so often, it's kind of on them for not, like, having the wherewithal to be like, I don't want to be one of those kids. It happens so much, it could be me. So, you know, kind of on them. But, yeah, so High Fly Royalty win this match. The Rose Queens do not accept a handshake. Handshake. And, Sada / Lotus get involved. So, here's what happens. It's only 2 minutes, so this happens very, very quickly. So, the Rose Queens lose. They're already upset. And High Fly Royalty think it's a great idea before the Rose Queens can exit the ring to offer their hands and be like, you did great, you know? And naturally, the Rose Queens are going to be like, go fuck yourself. So, instead of shaking their hands, they're going to headbutt them. And, you know, a fight's going to start breaking out. Sakura Sada runs out to try to break up the fight. But Sakura Sada is then cut off by Lady Lotus, who is still mad about her fucking, loss. So, just a lot of people on fighting. I'm actually going to do the... Where is the quick ad? Here, we'll do the quick ad. 2-minute in-the-ring brawl. Thea, Zofia, Machiko, Yukiko, Sakura, and motherfucking Lady Lotus. Fill an angle. Yes. 2 minutes. We'll do a storyline development. Improvised is fine. Book segment. And then we'll have a press conference where Devil sets up a 3v3 between HFR and Sada versus Rose, Quinn, and Lotus. So, yeah, 4 minutes. Quick at angle, outside, backstage, I mean. Cutting a promo's fine. So, Devil on working the crowd. Machiko on working the crowd, Yukiko on working the crowd, Sakura Sada on background player, Thea Davis on working the crowd, Zofia on background player, and I think Lady Lotus would be fine working the crowd. As long it's a post show, it's a fucking press conference. We can script it. Nobody cares. It's fine. So hype. That's our final pay-per-view match, pre-booked. A fun 3v3 between Icon Idols, High Fly Royalty, and Sakura Sada versus Lady Lotus and the Rose Queens. Not the Persian Queens, the Rose Queens. I think it's a fun team. You don't have to agree. Pre-book. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, good. Let's do a. What do? We do a. It's just a lot of preview matches, I guess. What else should we do? We could give... This would be fun. Let's do our Young Lion match between Akira and Ayuko. They can take on Sayuri and Kiyomi. Give them a tag team victory. Sayuri can get the victory. Get them a tag team victory going into their pay-per-view match. For the main event, though, I don't know what to do. Mid-card match, we could do a Shiori and Connie Morris versus Romy and Sei versus Shiori and Connie Morris. 15 minutes. Shiori will get the win again. She'll pin Romy. Open, slow, build, clean. That's not the main event, but that's happening. See, I've done a lot of, I guess we could put I haven't used Maya, like, at all this tour. So, we'll do, let's do Eri Hart and Megumi versus Maya and the Termination. And we're gonna give Maya a shock victory here. A shock victory for Maya. She will quickly roll up Eri. Flash pinfall will protect Hart, will protect Megumi. Open, slow build, clean. Book segment, Maya shows out in the final tour show. Then we could do an earlier 3v3 between who all hasn't been booked in Icon Idols. Pagecroft and Sakura. Paige and Sakura and Yuma versus Rika, Rina, and Miwako. And then I guess Miwako can also get a victory here. I'll take the fall, it's fine. Hopefully I do. Alright. I don't know, I guess 1. Fine. That one can go... I want that to be after the brawl, so even though it probably shouldn't happen there, it will. And then I need a singles match for Akira. No, for Mitsu. Who wants some momentum? Anybody want to win a match? A bunch of tag people. I have a bunch of tag people. I guess we could do fucking... Who wants to get paid the least? Can I not tell? That stinks. That does stink. Who haven't I used in a while? March 29th is not that far off. March 26th. Alright, March 26th. Kinye wins. Kinye wins the who hasn't been booked in a while contest. Alright. That goes there. We had an angle for Machiko, so I can do that here. Angle idea for Machiko. Book segment. 93. I got a little bit. I don't have angles. I don't have any angles I need. I could do a quick little fucking... Miwako and Maya look strong going into the pay-per-view. We'll have Miwako and Maya just fucking kind of like standing tall, I guess, over Megumi. Serious, I guess, serious. Yeah, that can end the show. Honestly, this is fine. I'm actually fine with this. I think we'll get into it. I mean, this match is a lot shorter than I would have hoped, but it is what it is. I don't want Sakura Sada to get into that brawl and then immediately go into her match. So it's just, this is what's happening. Icon Idols vs. Chicas Locus is fucking finishing off our tour. Alright. Final tour show of the episode here. Last show before the pay-per-view. Birds of Prey are both taking the night off to get some extra last-minute training in before their massive world title implication pay-per-view main event match. But instead, we have Chicas Locas and Icon Idols going to war tonight with 2 3v3 matches between the two factions. As well as Kiyomi and Sayuri will team up again, this time not as Young Lions, to get some tag experience under their belt before their big tag team match at the pay-per-view. Other than that, let's get straight into it. Before that, not straight into it, I need to check to make sure nobody was overused too much. But other than that, we get straight into it with Kinye Mushishibo defeating Mitsu Momotani. Kinye gets the win because I looked across the entire roster and I had used her longest to go, so she wins the Who Did I Forget About contest and gets the victory over Mitsu. Sayuri and Kiyomi get their first ever tag team victory here tonight against Akira and Iyuko Osagawa, so they get some tag team momentum going into their pay-per-view match against Apex's Romy and Yu Hashimoto. 8 minutes and 28, Sayuri pinned Ayuko with the Northern Lights suplex, 45 rated match. We kick off, holy fuck, with a 70, with a tag team match between the Rose Queens and High Fly Royalty that gets a 70, and High Fly Royalty win the match after Machiko Matsuda pinned Thea Davis with the Royal Flush. This was a Steal the Show match, and afterwards, the Rose Queens, they were already not happy, but they were just gonna go to the back and rework their game plan and talk it through or whatever. But High Fly Royalty actually stop the Rose Queens from going to the back just to offer a handshake. And I don't know if their intention was to patronize the Rose Queens, but the Rose Queens essentially took this as like oh, good job, sport. Here's your consolation prize kind of thing. So they look at the handshake, and they fucking headbutt them right to the ground. A brawl breaks out. Sakura Sada tries to break up the brawl, but however, she is cut off by Lady Lotus, who is trying to fucking make her pay for winning last show, and it's just a massive fucking clusterfuck. Eventually, they're separated, and they all go to the back. 38 rated segment. The angle idea was a success, and it still did a 38, so that shows you how much hope that angle had. Next match, we have Romy and Sei versus Shiori and Connie, who do not have good chemistry, which is a bit of a shame. But the match still gets a 60, so we're fine. Once again, Shiori Japensha comes out on top over Sei Akutagawa, but not pinning Sei, pinning Romy Yamato. So Sei still has more pinfall victories over Shiori this tour than vice versa. Or I guess pinfall or submission victories, if you want to get into technicalities. But, yeah, Sei got a 62 here. Shiori's performance was kind of held back by the bad chemistry. It is what it is. It got a 60. It's a tour show. It did its purpose. Yeah. Following that, we have our first of two back-to-back Icon Idols versus Chicas Locas match. And the first match goes to the team of Miwako and Rika Rina, defeating the team of Paige Sakurasada and Yuma Maruya. Who knows how much that brawl earlier took out of Sakurasada, but she was not the one pinned regardless, as Miwako hits the Katsukawa bomb on Paige Croft after 10:38 and gets the victory for Chicas Locas. And going into the second match, it is Eri, Hart, and Megumi for Icon Idols versus the Termination and Maya for Chicas Locas, and Icon Idols failed to even up the score, as after 22 minutes and 44 seconds, Maya is the hero of the night for the unprobable team of her and the Termination, getting Eri Sato with a quick roll-up. The young female demographic really like this, aka me. I am the young female demographic, because I enjoy Maya. But yeah, match was very good. It got a 68. Maya did great. Hart did great. Megumi did good. They all did great. Unstoppable Tai got a 53. And she's a mid-card. She's a well-known. So everybody did great in the main event. And yeah, we closed the show with Maya and Miwako essentially standing tall over Megumi Nakajima going into the pay-per-view. That's literally all this is. I just looked and it's like, fuck, I have one angle. Let's just throw this in here because it'll get a decent rating. So yeah. Maya and Miwako stand tall going into the pay-per-view. And that's how the show ends, but we do have a post-show press conference angle where Devil Karubi essentially just sets up the 3v3 to open the show. Lady Lotus and the Rose Queens versus Machiko, Yukiko, and Sakura Sada. High Fly Royalty and Sakura Sada address the fact that there's still a little bit of tension between them. It's mostly patched over from when Sakura Sada returned after they fought it over, but they have yet to win. They make note of the fact that they have yet to win a trios match when the three of them team up, and they say that there's no better time to end that curse than by beating Lady Lotus and the Rose Queens. So 47 rated segment, and a 66 overall for the show for tour day number 6. We made $8,300. We're going in hot. I'm really happy with how this pay-per-view turned out, in spite of everything that went on. Let's get into Queendom Parade 2023. Alright, fucking beautiful. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I was not too optimistic to how this stream would go, but the storylines are actually hitting a lot better than they usually do. In my opinion, not to fucking brag at my own booking, but there's a lot of months where it's like, man, these storylines are a little too sports or whatever. I don't think I've ever booked anything bad on 5SSW, but like, it's like, this didn't really turn out how I wanted it to, or I really botched that promo and now it's not nearly as impactful as I wanted it to be. But I think Queendom Parade 2023, I've actually done a really good job building, so I just wanted to give it a pat on my back. It is now 11. I heard a firework, so hopefully it's just the one until, oh my god, BCG morale issues, until 12. I don't know if I'll be awake. I don't know. I don't really care about New Year's. I just want to go to sleep, man. Oh my god, Too Hot is the head booker of Saw. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah. I wouldn't, honestly, I don't mind that. I'm fine with that. Let's get into it. Let's get into the pay-per-view. Let's get into the pay-per-view. Eureka LaBelle. They're okay. Alright, what's going on? Robbie Retro and Nadia Snow. George Wolf won the TV title again. DC Rain has joined Saw, sure. Saw hires MC Motormouth, Remy Sky. Mash Cougar to Saw, I fuck with that. I thought they hired Zeus Maximilian and I was happy, but nope. Chet Chavez, that's a good pickup. That's a good pickup. We got one more show. One more day, I mean, sorry. One more day. One more day. Yeah, I'm not surprised with Remy going to Saw either. I didn't sign him for Saw just because I didn't want to deal with him. I've never once, since 2013, never fucking once have I ever signed Remy and not had issues. And every fucking time, it's like every 6 months I'd start a new save and I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna turn Remy Sky into a star. I'm gonna deal with this bullshit, and I'm gonna do it. And then every fucking time, I'm like, this sucks. It's not happening. Oh, here we go. Jacob Jet to Saw, that's base. John Greed to Saw, yes. American Flash. Jake Idol, Rain Man, Mobstar, Oliver Cobb, yeah, that's a fucking 64 fucking name. Bullseye, Mexican, Aces High, Public Enemy #1, Sky Hermosa, Perry Longstaff, Juliet Balconi. Not a bad haul. I don't know. I honestly, on paper, I mean, you compare on paper, this roster is probably better than the one I made in 2020, but I kind of think the roster I made in 2020 was more fun. Like, this is just, okay, who's the best available people, you know? I prefer my roster with Alistair Shufflebottom and fucking Texas Pete and Harry Allen and the Cowboy Off for no reason. The fucking Cowboy Off as we're running shows in fucking Chicago. Yep, let's give Ayuko and Mitsu the night off. Is it still cheaper? Yeah, Joe Biden. I forgot about Joe Biden. How the fuck could I forget about Joe Biden? One half of the hockey players, Joe Biden. Yeah, I mean, it's still generic venues here. Jesse Liberty. I genuinely did forget that we called him Jesse Liberty. I completely forgot about Jesse Liberty too. It's been a while since Saw. Alright, so I have an Etsuko creative finish. I think we just go for creative finishes. Oh, fucking beautiful. I can use that in the main event. That's an Oct 29. An Oct 29. Let's go again. Safe bet. Dude, fucking, the booking committee has been on their shit recently. Romy Yamato, I keep threatening to fire her from the booking committee, and then I just get some incredible fucking results. So it's like she keeps her fucking booking job, even though I don't think it has any actual effect. Oh my god, the honey bear was hilarious. That was so funny. And then I fucking made Teddy Powell a fucking bear too. Oh my god, the teddy bear and the honey bear. I don't think a honey bear is even a real thing. I know Winnie the Pooh likes honey, but I don't think it's an actual real thing. Can we stop fucking screaming at each other? Jesus Christ! Fucking calm down. God damn. Rena might be a better booker than Romy by now. Yeah, she's better, and she's almost at 70. Fuck me, man. I don't want to piss her off by taking her out of the booking team. But we have so many better options now. Alright, let's book the pay-per-view. I wanted to push the Care Bears. Man. No one wanted to cheer them. No, they just refused to get over. Alright, trios match to kick things off. And in a bit of a surprise, Lady Lotus is going to get the pinfall victory over the current Triangle Champion here. Open, steal the show, clean finish. Lady Lotus and the Rose Queens get the victory here. Kind of a shocker. Here we have an issue, guys. Machiko's a star. I didn't want this. I really didn't want this. Thea's a star too, so we're just gonna have to deal with a bunch of fucking penalties on pay-per-views now, because so many people are over right now that I can't make every match go 20 minutes. You know, I can't. So we're just gonna have to be dealing with a lot of this bullshit. So these first two matches are gonna get some pretty unfortunate penalties. Who is pinging me on Discord? Okay. I was just making sure it wasn't important. I am expecting something sometime. So I have to, if I get pinged on Discord, I gotta take a second to check, as long as I'm not in the middle of a recording. Yeah, even Knuckles did Knuckles really get over? I can't even fucking remember, man. I'm depressed if Knuckles. I think Shady K got decently over. I know that. Who else did I push? I pushed Frankie and Akima, but like that was intentional. I can't remember if anybody in Dave got unintentionally pushed. Oh well. Romy and you versus Kiyomi, and he was. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Dude, I don't remember Dave. That was a while ago. That's a shame if Knuckles was a major star. Oh, gross. Oh, gross. All right, let's get this tag match in here. All right. Honestly, I think this is going to have to open the show because I have an angle afterwards. So, this is going to go 12 minutes. Or do I get added lenience? No, I do not get... If they're an unimportant, I do not get added lenience. So, this will not be the steal the show. And we will make the tag match between Kiyomi and Sayuri open. So, Yu Hashimoto will pin Sayuri Honda. Open, clean, book segment. And the reason that I could have this go 16, but the reason it isn't is because we have a post-match angle. Kiyomi and Sayuri versus Apex post-match. Alright, so this will go 2 minutes. Yu Hashimoto on working the crowd. Romy Yamato on background player. Everybody else on background player. So, Kiyomi on background player. Sayuri on background player. 2 minutes. Surprise, improvised, book segment. That'll go right there. Next up, we have another trios match, including some Icon Idols girls. This time, it will be Icon Idols versus Monster, Chitose, and Kaori. This one can go 20 minutes, I hope. And Eri Sato gets the pinfall victory over Monster Ishimura. Open... I doubt called. Maybe... Yeah, Kaori cannot call it. Yeah, not yet. She's close. Open, scripted, slow build. We're not going to go all out. Clean finish. I said pinfall. I'll do pinfall. Book segment. 3v3. Number 2. Post-match. I'll just call it. I don't feel like typing out everybody. We'll do 4 minutes. Eri Sato will be talking to the crowd. I guess Monster can be there on intimidation. Book. You know me. I like to kind of keep these. A little secret. You guys know who wins the matches, but you don't know the storylines. So tag team title match. Will Team Sub lose their belts to what Shiori Japensha feels like are the deserving tag team champions? And after 22 minutes, Team Sub retain the belts after Etsuko will submit Selena's Valette. Open, slow build. This might actually be a called. Chieko can call it. Selena can call it. Talia can call it. Yeah, let's get it. This is a called. Slow build. We already did slow build. Clean finish. Book segment. And Shiori will come out. Tag title. That's Tega. How did I do that? Tag title post match. 6 minutes. Shiori working the crowd. Etsuko, background player. Chieko working the crowd. We'll do 4 minutes scripted. Tease maybe. Book segment. And go right into Shiori Japensha's match against Sei Akutagawa. This will be a really good match. It'll go 25 minutes. 24 minutes. No, 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Sei Akutagawa is unsuccessful in defeating Shiori Japensha. Shiori does, in fact, go over, beating Sei Akutagawa. And, yeah, no promo after that. We have our semi-match, the Persian Queens versus Miwako and Maya. This one can go 26 minutes, 25 minutes also. What are we at? Actually, here, we're at 141. Ooh. Oh, these matches are going way too long. Okay. This is going to have to go 20 as well. This one's going to have to go 21. Oh, I might have to add time to the pay-per-view. This is what I hate about the important matches must be lengthy gimmick. Honestly, I'm just going to add time. It's fine. Our pay-per-views probably need to go 2.5 hours anyway. JoshiMania can go 3. I feel like, now knowing how over the rest of our roster is, this might just have to be what it is. We might just have to go 2.5 hours now. But yeah, Persian Queens versus Miwako and Maya. Will Megumi Nakajima be able to prove her worth like she claims she can? Yeah, she can. And actually, not only does she do it, she called her shot. She did exactly what Miyawako wanted her to. And Miwako got pinned by Megumi Nakajima. When Miwako said, "You're gonna have to fucking pin me," Megumi Nakajima did just that. We will protect Miwako. Book segment. And we have a Perquen versus Miwako Maya post match. 6 minutes. Megumi working the crowd. Yuma working the crowd. Maya working the crowd. And Miwako working the crowd. 6 minutes. Generic's fine. Book segment. And then our main event, Jami Onishi versus Fuyuka Higa. World title implications. The match is going to go 30 minutes to another time limit draw. That's right. Back-to-back pay-per-views will have big singles matches go to a time limit draw. Open called, slow build. Time limit draw between Fuyuka Higa and Jami Onishi. Oh my god, fine. Get protected, Higa. Sure. Whatever. Yeah, what now? What's wrong? Too much refereeing? That's fine. Are you even the good referee? You are. Fuck. Okay. Where? Okay, I'll just start from the top. Coin's doing that one. Coin can do that one. Still too much? Oh, I don't have a steal the show. Whoops. You gotta steal the show. You gotta steal the show. There we go. Alright, slightly overused. So yeah, time limit draw between Fuyuka Higa and Jami Onishi. And then we have a main event post-match consisting of Fuyuka Higa, Jami Onishi, Megumi Nakajima. And that's how we're going to end the show. With serious 6 minutes, save details, bang, pre-booking's fine, creative ideas. What is Jami Onishi's creative finish? A big gamble? Yeah, we're gonna save that one. Big gamble. I don't know if I'll be able to use it ever though, but alright, so we have an Atsuko. Can I use a creative finish if it goes to a time limit draw? I can. Okay, sweet. I think they're only restrictive when it's like, oh, person X needs to be set to win. So we'll do the safe bet here. And then, of course, we'll do the Atsuko during the Atsuko match, because we have to. And yes, that's our pay-per-view. Let's just get into it. I got 30 minutes before fireworks start going off, so let's get to this fucking final show. Queendom Parade 2022. This was a landmark show in the save last year, as not only was this the show where Fuyuka Higa shocked, I think, a lot of you and came into the world title match after being the substitute for Miwako and winning the title. I think I explained this during that pay-per-view. I've always wanted to do an instance where person A is the fill-in, and person A goes down, so person B has to face a fill-in, and the fill-in person wins the match. I heard that's what they used to do back in like the territories, so that people never felt like they got cheated, or like just gave legitimacy to like anything can happen kind of thing. So yeah, I was really happy with that, and it was also a landmark because this is like one of the best matches we had put on by far at that point in the time of the save. So Fuyuka Higa, this was really the beginning of the fucking Birds of Prey It Out dominance. So 1 year later, let's see how much better we can do. So yeah, kicking off the show this year, we have a tag match between Yu Hashimoto and Romi Yamato of Apex versus Kiyomi Mizuka and Sayuri Honda. Second, we have the... where are they? The Rose Queens and Lady Lotus taking on Icon Idols Sakura Sada and High Fly Royalty. Like I said at the end of the last show, Sakura Sada and High Fly Royalty acknowledged that they did not get off on the right foot, and most of their inner turmoil is buried, and they plan on making this the first ever time this trio has won a match together. So yeah. Up next is a different Icon Idols Trios match as Eri Sato and Wrestling Passion take on Wounded Warriors and Monster Ishimura. Then we have the 5 SSW Tag Team Championships. Former members of Best Ever Team Sub defend their titles against current members and current right-hand women. To Shiori Japensha, the Uprising, wishing to get the tag titles back in their stable. With the Uprising, the women that Shiori feels like are the only women worthy right now. Our next match will be a singles match between Sei Akutagawa and Shiori Japensha. Sei got a quick roll-up victory and actually has more pinfall or submission victories on Shiori herself than Shiori has on Sei herself. So honestly, the odds are in Sei's favor tonight. Our semi-main, the Persian Queens take on Miwako and Maya, where this is really Megumi's last chance to truly prove herself as a world title contender before really having to start over from square one, much like someone like Yuma has recently. She needs to start from square one if she wants to fight again. So yeah, Miwako has told Megumi that to truly earn the match, you gotta fucking pin her. So we'll see if she'll be able to do that. And then our main event, more world title implications. Fuyuko Higa and Jemi Onishi, almost 1 year removed from their incredible match at JoshiMania last year. They're going to go head-to-head, essentially to kind of, between themselves, determine who challenges for the world title at JoshiMania, or at least, in their eyes, whoever wins this match has the best claim to challenge for the title at JoshiMania. So yeah, without further ado, let's kick things off. We do have some unfortunate news, and the unfortunate news is that I'm too fucking good, and too many people are over. So, Machiko Matsuda is a star, Thea Davis is a star, Yu Hashimoto's a major star, so we're going to get some penalties on these opening two matches, and I have been forced, my hand was forced to bump the show up from 2 hours to 2.5 hours because it's either get the penalty on like 4 matches that could be incredible, or bump the show time up because too many people are over, and I've chosen the latter. So it's a great problem to have, but it's a problem. So yeah, these first 2 matches are not going to be incredible, as we kick off the show with Apex's Romi Yamato and Yu Hashimoto defeating the team of Kiyomi Mizuka and Sayuri Honda in 11:47, when Yu Hashimoto pinned Sayuri Honda with the endgame. Great match. Yu Hashimoto did incredible. The match was too short in the eyes of our audience. Sayuri Honda got a 50 in her first pay-per-view match. Kiyomi got a 42. And yes, Sayuri wanted to stand up for her friend. Her friend wanted to stand up against Romi, and they got exactly that. But Yu Hashimoto comes out. She has a microphone, and she says, Sayuri, no more cutting me off. Alright? You impressed me. Every time you cut me off, you impressed me, but now I'm finally going to get to say my piece. Like I told you, a lot of us in the back have been taking notes on you, and we truly believe that you've got what it takes to be the next big thing in this company, given the right people to guide you. Now, when I say us in the back, I'm not referring to everybody in the back. I don't know what Yuma and the Idols are doing. Shiori is too busy fighting her own people to really take notice. Miwako has got her own championships to defend. When I say the people in the back, I'm talking about me, and Higa, and Jemi, and Sei. We see a future in you. And I know that, Romi over here, she's a bit emotional. Didn't get onto the best foot forward with you, Sayuri. Apex did not get on the best foot forward. So, I want to immediately bridge the gap, and instead of waging war against you, we want to wage war with you. Sayuri Honda, do you want to become an official member of Apex? And Sayuri thinks about it for a second, and she says, sorry, Kiyomi. I know we've spent a bunch of our time training together, fighting together, but it's time that I take the next step in my career. And she bows and shakes Yu Hashimoto's hand and is officially the newest member of Apex. Right here, Sayuri Honda has joined Apex. Save stable. Right there. Alright, our next match is the trios match. And it was too short in the eyes of our audience. What a shocker. But in a surprising victory for Lady Lotus and the Rose Queens, Lady Lotus pins the current Triangle Champion, Machiko Matsuda, with a senton bomb. Gets the victory. She did not have that great of a performance. She was off her game. But in kayfabe, she was completely on her game. As Lady Lotus and the Rose Queens defeat Icon Idols, High Fly Royalty, and Sakura Sada, who are still yet to get their first victory as a trio. So that streak is still alive. I get that anti-streak, I guess, is still alive. Match gets to 57. Good overall match. This will be gone because the rest of these matches go at least 20 minutes, starting with Monster Ishimura and Wounded Warriors versus Icon Idols. Good wrestling, decent reaction from the crowd. Match goes 20 minutes and 2 seconds when Eri Sato gets the pinfall victory with another quick buzzsaw kick on Monster Ishimura. She did it earlier in the tour to start this whole mess, and she does it to end the tour once again, slaying the beast that is Monster Ishimura. 54 rated match. Great performances from Icon Idols here. Wounded Warriors and Monster did alright, but Icon Idols really did great. And Eri Sato lets people know, lets Apex know, that she's not going anywhere. She has proven right here that she's got what it takes to take on members of Apex. And she says that she has just slayed Apex's beast. And she is calling out Yu Hashimoto for JoshiMania. She wants an All-Asian Championship match at JoshiMania against Yu Hashimoto after beating Monster Ishimura and the Wounded Warriors. 54 rated segment. Holy fuck. Okay. Tag team titles are on the line, guys, as the Uprising and Team Sub have a fucking masterclass. 88 rated match between the Uprising and Team Sub. The tag division has never been hotter. But despite the confidence that Shiori Japensha had in the Uprising, Team Sub, once they did eventually get their shit together, they still have their shit together, as Atsuka Ariyoshi locks in the Ariyoshi lockdown on Selena's Valette, makes defense number 3 of the 5SSW tag team titles. 88 rated match, Atsuka with an 86, and Shiori has her match next, and she says, look, I'm not fucking dealing with this right now, alright? You've won this battle, but you are so far, you two are so far from winning this war, alright? I and the rest of the actual members of Best Ever will stop at nothing until you two are no longer tag team champions. And I am world champion. I will continue this war until I am the champion and you two are gone. So enjoy this victory while you can. I've got a face-painted goth freak to beat. 55 rated match. And that face-painted goth freak she has to beat, well, she put up one hell of a fight, but it was no match for Shiori Japensha, as after 25 minutes and 24 seconds, Shiori Japensha does get the victory over Sei Akutagawa. Sei really did prove herself that she can hang with Shiori here. However, she is not quite ready to make that next step into the main event scene, as Shiori gets the victory here tonight. 81 rated match. There's no post-show match for this. So the very next match we have is the Persian Queens versus Miwako and Maya. And like I said, Miwako said, Megumi, if you want to prove that you've got what it takes to be a champion, you're going to have to fucking pin me. And that's exactly what Megumi Nakajima did. After 25 minutes and 33 seconds, Megumi Nakajima hits the Nakajima straitjacket on Miwako Katsukawa, gets the victory. 76 rated match. I think that was because what did it in? Why that seems a little lower. Inconsistency, unable to use spinal impact moves. Is that all it would take? I'm gonna do something real quick. We've been really, again, knock on wood, we've been really fortunate with, where am I trying to go? We have been really fortunate without injuries. Ever since I've turned him down to low, we've been really fortunate. So I think we're good to risk the spinal impact moves for a little bit. We'll see how long that lasts. Maybe I'll only do it for pay-per-views. I think I said this last time, and then I forgot to deactivate it for pay-per-views. But I'm going to let this main event ride. But before that main event, Megumi Nakajima pinned Miwako Katsukawa and stands over her tall, holding her championship high and saying over her body, no microphone, just right to her, nobody else needs to hear this, have I proven myself yet, Miwako? And she drops the title. But, Megumi might think that she has proven herself. However, there are two women fighting in the main event that both want to prove themselves against each other. Best friends, tag team partners, the two greatest workers in the company right now, Fuyuko Higa, Jemi Onishi going one-on-one to, essentially prove, in their minds, who should go to JoshiMania to fight for the World Championship. And the match goes really fucking long as near falls come in. Higa hits her finisher and kick out at 2.8. Jemi hits her finisher, kick out at 2.9. Neither woman is willing to give up. And for the second pay-per-view in a row, a massive marquee match goes to a 30-minute time limit draw. And it only got an 84. Why did that happen? Physical condition, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why this match failed. Failed's a bad word, but like fucking Etsuko and the tag match got an 88, so I'm a little disappointed. But, 84 is still fucking incredible. It's a 30-minute time limit draw again. Fuyuko Higa and Jemi Onishi, after the match, both feel like that they now have a claim for the World Championship. Higa wants a rematch. She continues to prove that she will not be defeated. Jemi Onishi just went toe-to-toe with Fuyuko Higa. She feels like she's earned it. They're kind of bickering back and forth. Who's going to fight for the title at JoshiMania? And Megumi Nakajima comes out, and she refuses to let her voice be ignored. And all three women are essentially ending the show with, give me the title match. And the end of the show kind of ends in confusion as Higa and Jemi bow to the crowd. No decisive winners. We end Queendom Parade going into JoshiMania with way more questions than we have answers. As the show gets an 81. Good show. Fucking team sub. I'm sorry. Etsuko, you're awesome. Who else did great? Fuyuko Higa did really well. And then honestly, I don't remember who did better between Selena and Thea. I'll do Selena. I'll do Selena because she took the fall. So I'll give Selena the praise. We made $43,000. We gained more pop in Kansai. We're going to make even more money on tour shows now. Great fucking show. I feel that I'm going to be honest, after seeing that 88, I'm a little disappointed. You know what? I just realized. I think I know why those two matches. I think I know why those 2 matches at the end didn't do that great. The tag match, I didn't protect anybody. The main event, Higa was complaining, so I protected her. The semi-main, what the fuck? I will address this in a second. The semi-main, Miwako was taking the fall, so I protected her. She didn't ask to be protected, I just did it. So I think that's what prevented those matches from... I just need to deal with the backstage backlash. That's essentially, I just need to do that. Because Etsuko has just proven that, oh my god. Etsuko has just proven that me protecting them on pay-per-views is not the move. So let me, first off, let me turn Spinal Impact moves off. And then next pay-per-view, JoshiMania, is Friday, May 5th. So I will do, on Friday, May 5th, Spinal Impact. I will add this to my... This is for the live stream, ignore that. Rock God got signed by USPW, and we're trying to find out if he gets booked, so every 2 weeks we check. This is getting added to the make save point notification. Every month I will turn Spinal Impact moves off for the pay-per-view. Because, if someone gets injured at the pay-per-view, I'm way more than okay with that. Yeah, I think it's Protect. I didn't think Protect would affect it that much, but, damn. I'm used to booking tour shows, what can I say? I need to get more comfortable with just dealing with the backlash. Now that we have money, I could probably hand out a couple of bonuses now. So, I just got to deal with it. The learning experience, at least we have that learning experience going into JoshiMania, where, again, we've just got a lot more questions than we have answers. So, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of 5SSW, and I hope you all come back next time for the biggest show of 2023. I always thought, I don't know if either of them are stronger. I always thought Protect was less than Keep Strong, but I never knew. I don't know for certain. That I always do Protect. I always thought Protect was less strong than Keep Strong. Okay, you know what, let's read it. It's not too late yet. It's not midnight. I got 15 minutes before fireworks start going off. So, I'm actually gonna read this while we're here. So, thank you, Postman Pat, for fucking saying that, so I actually take the goddamn time, for the first time ever, to actually read these two. See what the difference is. So, this specifies a certain worker should be made to look particularly good, even though they are not winning the match. This is useful if you are trying to get somebody over and don't want the fact that they're not winning to derail their push, or if you are trying to talk someone into taking a loss. Using the Keep Strong note will slightly limit... Using the Keep Strong note slightly limits the worker's individual performance, but in exchange, he gains protection in that any potential popularity loss is severely limited. Using this note will negatively affect the overall match quality due to the negative impact on the normal flow of the bout. Protect is this specifies that a certain worker's flaws should be hidden as much as possible, his strengths accentuated, and that he should come out of the match looking as good as possible. This is useful if you are trying to get somebody over whose in-ring skills are not particularly good, and also if you are trying to talk somebody into taking a loss. Using this note will give a large boost to the worker if his ring performance is weak, gives a minor boost to his overall performance, and severely limits his potential popularity gains and losses, and reduces the effects of stamina issues. Oh shit, this can reduce stamina issues? Oh my god, so Connie Morris's fucking old ass could just be protected on a tour show. Nice. Using this note will negatively affect the overall match quality due to the negative impact of the natural flow of the bout. I don't know if either of them are stronger than the other, if that makes any sense. I think the only difference is that Protect makes them look like they're better than they are, while Keep Strong just doesn't hurt their pop. So I guess you are right. I guess Protect would be a stronger version because not only does it protect their popularity gains and losses, it also makes them look better. Yeah. Yeah, Protect seems to be made more for weaker workers. I don't know why. Just since 2016, Protect was always my go-to, and I never had a reason. Now I have no honestly, after reading them, I think I will continue to use Protect on tour shows. But I think pay-per-views, if they complain, I just have to fucking, gas them up in the post-match or whatever, I just gotta deal with the negative effect because that fucking Higa and Jemmy match should have been generational. And Higa wanted to be like, actually, I don't like going to a time limit draw, even though I didn't even lose. I just didn't win, so you have to do something for me. So that's, that's fun. That's fun, I guess. So yeah, Sayuri Honda's part of Apex now. I think she really fits Apex. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, wait, yeah, Zeus Maximilian joined Boathog. Fuck off. He complains so much on social media that fucking Boathog's like, let's just give him something so we don't have to keep fucking seeing it. Yeah, I mean, look, the thing is, Pat, is, if I'm officially abstaining from using either Keep Strong or Protect on, pay-per-views. Honestly, if it's a tour show, I genuinely don't think it matters on a tour show. So, the reason since I'm only going to use it on tour shows, the reason I'm going to favor Protect is just so that their individual performance looks better. Because it's a tour show, we could literally, we're still at the stage where we could literally just put out fucking 60 minutes of squash matches that go 15 minutes, and we'll gain popularity and make 8K. So, honestly, I'll just go with Protect because it'll make them look better. So, I will keep this in mind when I book, sports end companies with, TV and shit. When the weekly shows matter, I will actually keep that in mind. And I probably will pivot when I'm booking a company like an SWF. Or even when I'm booking a CZCW on the other save I have. I will probably keep that in mind now. So, yeah. Cool. But yeah, tour shows just don't matter. So I want whatever looks the best on paper. So cool. Alright, good stream. How long did I go? I went pretty fucking long. Oh, almost 3.5 hours. Oh my god. Oh well. I'm feeling a lot better than I was earlier in the stream. So that's good. Hopefully I can calm down in general. I'll be back. Next stream I do will probably be Coastal Zone. I do actually already have JoshiMania completely pre-booked. So if I don't have Coastal Zone pre-booked for the next stream, but I will have JoshiMania. So I don't know when the next stream will be. I'm done promising streams, but I will do another. I will keep doing the quick announcement, 1-minute announcement videos so that you guys know later in that day when a stream is happening. So yeah, other than that, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all had fun during the stream. If you're watching on the East Coast, you had your New Year watching me, which is crazy. That'd be nice. So, thank you for anyone that did that. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.